left off,
Starting off on a high note here.
the Wanderers had made their way to a ruin for two objectives. One was to gain favor with a eccentric individual who goes by the name of Navir, who may be a key ally for them in their hunt for this speaker and unraveling what's going on with this cult. And also to get some loot in order to potentially gain some cool magic items. Over the course of 2 game days, you guys delved into this dungeon, defeated a doom sphere, which is an undead beholder. You also managed to kill the mystery crew. Thank you for that. And were able to successfully retreat back to the city of Rivercrest. Upon entry, you realize that the city guards were looking for at least 2 of you, knowing and having the descriptions of both Fu and John. They were in the process of attempting to arrest you, but you managed to bribe your way into the city. And that is roughly where we left off. You guys have entered into Rivercrest. You know that you are wanted in some form or fashion. And you all, it's about midday, and you have a couple of objectives for which you can decide to try to pursue, one of which is turning in this book that I believe John has to the owner of the Arcane Emporium. You could also seek out this Navir individual, and don't forget that Ara and the mayor, Mayor Tura, are left back in the... you guys left them kind of in the Temple District. There was a house that Ara had used that they are waiting for your return. So, what would you like to do?
I'd say go get our magic stuff first,
I would
right?
like that as well.
The contract for Nazir did say to come straight to him and not go. I'm just throwing that out there.
Didn't it say not to give it to anybody else?
I believe it was to retrieve the item and make your way straight
Make you
to
were
it.
straight there.
So I think we should make our way to him.
Yeah.
But we don't know where he is.
Correct. I assume we would go to the Adventurers Guild and then they would tell us where to find him.
Yeah.
Would Delara know where he is?
Delara would not know where he is. You guys recall that Mayor Tura was the one who mentioned him initially as somebody who may be able to help.
Maybe we should go get those 2 and then head there.
I like it.
Because they could help us along the way. If needed, maybe.
So, Mayor and Forsaken Relative.
Yeah.
That's gonna go well.
So, I guess we're going to the Temple District.
Okay.
Delara pulls up her mask and...
So, are you making your way back to kind of the hideout that you had originally left? Easy enough to do. Are you all being...
I would like to use Disguise Self in this journey.
Yeah, certainly. You can cast that on yourself. And anybody else doing anything before we make our way?
I'm not wanted.
I will
Dead on.
tip my hat and become another person.
The diver from
I am inconspicuous.
I should.
No, we shouldn't.
You're in a water diving suit.
You know
in
what?
The middle of
I'll
a
dress
pot-
up as
Man,
as Fred from the
Yeah,
Kill
you are
Kill
Fred
Mystery Group.
from the Mystery Incorporated.
Love them.
John, what does your appearance look like?
Handsome.
You're not Valentina.
Oh,
Your food.
not cool.
I didn't think about that before casting it.
You see a ripple and it's just John again.
He's like, wait, I should have. No.
You got any questions? Yeah, I got one question. That's one question. Or whatever.
Yeah, how does that
5
work?
questions.
5 questions.
Yeah, 5 questions. Does that count as a question?
Yes.
Does that count as a question? No.
I haven't died yet. Help me.
I dig up another one. Anyway,
Yes.
Where's
Did
the
you
shovel?
finish it?
I think
sure
I'd be a
you got
little
better.
bit shorter than
I've
I
seen that
am
clip.
now. Hair's a little bit longer. full beard, almost looked like a tall dwarf or a short human,
Okay.
somewhere in there.
Yeah, easy enough. You guys are, with that done, able to pretty inconspicuously make your way back to the original hideout. It's situated in kind of an alley. It is between two main roads, and so you're able to, I would imagine, kind of inconspicuously duck and get in without drawing too much undue attention to yourself. And then, as you enter the house, you find it much as you left it. It looks dark inside. The door is closed.
I have dark.
Yeah, it's just there's not obvious lighting.
Okay.
It's daylight outside. It's just like it's not like there's, it's very well lit. Seems like if somebody is home, they're trying to give the appearance that there's nobody there.
So you guys know who you're looking for. So.
I call out their names.
That'll work. That's smart.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what to do.
As you do so, there's a brief pause, and then the door opens and you see Arlen standing there. She says, "Shh, quiet. Oh, come inside. Sorry." Beckons you inside.
Okay, we go inside.
Walk inside.
You see in there, Arlen, she is, as she kind of welcomes you in, you see the mayor kind of sitting over in the corner. They seem to have kind of a stove there, something that she's trying to boil or cook something on. It's, mid to late afternoon at this point. So they're just kind of hanging out. Arlen says, "Good, you're back. I'm very glad. What did you...
Are you guys able to move and walk and follow us?
It's just no pleasantries. Okay, no pleasantries whatsoever. Hi. It is very good that you are back, Ursula. I'm glad that you're here.
Alara is my name.
Oh, are we using our fake names now? Okay, Alara. I'm glad that you're back. It's no small talk. Sorry. Yes, of course we're able to walk. Tura, how are you feeling? She says, "Better today. I can do it. Where are we? What's the plan? What did you guys find? Did you meet Nazir?"
We found a way in to meet Nazir. We just need his location. I was wondering if you could help us with that.
Oh, yes, I certainly can. He lives kind of in the artisan district. It may be a benefit if I go with you. He's kind of reclusive. Even with this item, he may not be willing to see you, so maybe I can garner an introduction.
Never mind, Alara would not know any
By the way,
context.
Alara, Arlen is just kind of glaring at you.
And I go, Alara.
These are
I see you
the
got a
sis-
pot of chicken going on. If you hit with a fireball, it will really crisp it up.
John, we're done with the fireball.
So, some history with you two, I'm guessing.
You can sit up. Alright, so are you going to follow us or lead us to Nazir?
Tura kind of looks at the food that she has almost completely prepared and looks back at you all. She's like, "We could spare to wait 20 minutes."
John casts fireball. It's done.
We have the location. Bye.
Then yes. Does anybody have the ability to help disguise my appearance? Which, by the way, you two don't look like you did when you left.
Correct.
So
No one's gonna talk about the cloaked, hooded figure standing over in the corner.
I would say at that point, Arlen's like, "What is going on with you guys? Why?
Oh,
Who are they?"
John, by the way, the thin artificer human looking guy.
I tip my hat and reveal my true self. Hello.
She says, "Okay, why are you in disguises? What's the?"
Oh yeah, about that. We have a bounty. Do you know how to clear
I
that?
haven't ignored you.
When we broke
I'm
you
just
out
dealing with a bigger issue over here first.
She's
when
talking
we
about my
broke you guys out
muscles.
of prison, they put a bounty on Fu, I, and you.
And Coda.
And cola.
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 Who's that guy?
Yeah, Minotaur is like, Well, that figures. Does anybody have the ability to help disguise my appearance?
I have.
We're gonna it's a little bit of a journey.
I
Gonna take a
cannot.
while.
Unless I give you my hat.
The mayor talking. She
Well, their
looks at you.
voices sound similar.
She looks. I'm sorry. I'll have a hat.
Yeah.
Is there something
Here, use
different
that.
between like disguise other and disguise self?
Yeah. that's
Yes.
Okay. So
I
no.
don't.
No, I do not.
I have a disguise kit. That's it.
She says, "Well, I have a cloak. Maybe a little bit of help from you. I might be able to blend in a little better. I'm a pretty obvious figure."
Is there a way we could travel under the streets?
I really don't want to go through the sewers again.
No. No sewers.
Which, by the way, the thing you asked about, I'd say you probably do.
Okay.
So
I'll bring it up at some point.
yeah, just you have that.
So I use my disguise kit and make her look old.
That's way
It
too much.
takes an
for
hour.
you.
But yeah, easily enough. I would say go ahead and just make a. Let's call it. You have proficiency with your disguise kit, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just call it a dexterity check and add your proficiency just to see how good of a job you do.
Are you doing backflips while applying things? It's like,
Well,
luge.
Yeah, 12 plus your dexterity modifier plus proficiency, which is plus 3 still.
Dex is 1, so 14, 15, 16, 17.
17, yeah. Easy enough. You are able to quite easily add that to...
Not soft!
Not so.
Oh my goodness.
So,
That's
if
funny.
you heard that twice.
You're very easily, she is pretty well disguised. So, she looks at you all and she says, okay. Which, by the way, how long does disguise person last, or disguise self last?
It is.
He wasn't prepared.
It is.
1 hour?
It's over now because it was an hour, and we took an hour to disguise her, so I'm going to recast it.
Okay, yeah.
I take some of the chicken and I feed it to my creature on
The raw chicken. It's not done yet.
No, it's
It's
done.
done.
It was done 40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So like, what is that? Where's my
That's
fun?
when people tried to enter the
roll for initiative.
enter the temple.
Guards bang on the doors. Oh.
Is Cam
to the
still drinking his
sewers.
bottle, or is he done?
He's done.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
just-
I was just being. Where'd
he
you get
said
that?
it. I have no idea where it is.
Awesome.
Yeah, easy enough. Recasting a disguised self. She says, okay. Miratura looks at you all and she says, follow me. We have to go to the artisan quarter. It's a little bit of a walk. Try to be inconspicuous if they're looking for us. We'll see if we can make it. And so she kind of begins to exit the door. She kind of looks in the alley and begins to lead the way.
Okay.
With that, as you guys exit, Arlen's gonna grab Alara by the arm. She says, hold on a second.
What?
Kinda
Alright,
waits
are
for-
you guys in front of us?
She kind of waits till everyone else
Oh.
leaves.
Okay.
She's like, are we gonna keep doing this?
Are they all listening?
No,
No,
they're not.
we've gone.
Close your ears, Ashley.
I really do.
Laura, try and listen.
She says, are we gonna keep doing this?
Doing what? I told you what I told you.
And I understand, but we're gonna get further if we work together. We have a common cause.
I
At least
care
that-
nothing about her.
I'm not talking about Mother. I'm talking about whatever this is. If we're gonna survive this, at least we can work together and have a better
You
chance.
did nothing to try and find me until you needed something.
How do you know?
I know you.
I looked. You did a very good job of hiding your steps.
And now you just up and told everyone who I am.
I'm sorry, this new identity is a little bit weird for me. I will do better. Be
Do you know how
blind.
long I tried to keep it a secret?
I understand. I am sorry that I was
I have fear about zombie rock.
poking fun at you a little bit, I must admit, but we have to put this aside if we're going to survive. I don't
There are
understand.
already 2 members that I don't trust at all.
I don't
And
trust.
one was a moron, and I had to keep her alive.
I get that. I've served with some morons myself.
Good thing you guys don't hear this.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm making a perception check if I can.
No, you guys get me out of here. At this point,
Where'd they go?
Yeah, already I'm like, why
She
is she a
says-
funny voice?
she says to you, she says, I don't trust them either. But we have to, but we can at least rely on each other and try to survive whatever this is. I'm trying to unravel this, so are you. Let's
How
at
can I
least-
trust you?
I'm not asking you to put aside your feelings for me. I'm asking you to treat me like we're working for a common cause, which we are. And we'll get further if we at least attempt to work together, as opposed to whatever this is. Okay?
Fine.
Trying to get
But if you say my name
balls out
again,
of the way.
I'll stab you in the leg.
But
You can try. But seems fair. She exits. Follows after.
exit stage 2.
So, I'm assuming you're following.
Yes.
As you guys continue out, Mir Tura kind of leads you guys a little bit of a winding path. I mean, she's the mayor of the city. She didn't get that position by not knowing most things about her city. And so you notice, like, she keeps cutting down alleys and in between buildings, and you're like, this is surely a dead end. And then there's just there's an alley or something you can follow. She's clearly trying to navigate you away from the major traffic ways. She's being pretty cautious. I would say Rivercrest is a pretty large city. You guys are getting probably closer to 45 minutes or so, and then you're moving towards where they're at in the Artisan District. And you notice you guys probably haven't been here before, at least not as a party. As you move into the Artisan District, you guys have been to kind of the Riverfront Park, which is on the other side of the river. The Artisan District is very similar in the fact that it is decadent, right? You see, whereas in the Market Square you see a variety of shops, in the Artisan District, these are nice. Like, presentation is everything. You see a variety of different locations, a variety of different shops, and she kind of navigates in between those and around those, and moves towards one of this kind of neighborhood of very fine houses. And you guys pass one and pass another, and then eventually you move in and you see a house that looks a little bit more run down. Like, it's not like abandoned, but this neighborhood is really nice. And then you kind of see this house that is, you know, not quite as well kept. Like, their lawn probably needs a good mowing. Like, their hedges are a little out, right? You know, like, which stands in contrast to these just really nice mansions. And Meritura kind of comes up to the door. She stops. She knocks on the door. Waits. Knocks on the door again. Kind of waits. Eventually you hear, like, this bolt mechanism start retracting. It's like multiple locks are being unlocked on the inside.
To beholder.
Multiple locks are being opened, and then suddenly the door just creaks open. And you see inside of it a face that is a lot shorter to the ground than you're used to. Looks like a halfling. Probably a female, and she says, "What is your business?" Because I'm going to have a conversation with myself. Meritura is like, we're here to see Navir. She says, "Do you have an appointment? He only sees by appointment?"
Show him the stuff. Show him the stuff.
We have.
Where's the top?
We're here about the contract.
Laura has the
She says, "Did you gather the ledger?"
We have.
It's either Fu or Laura. I can't remember.
She says, "You can turn it in." She says, "I will collect that from you."
I'm sorry.
We
it's
want
Nazir
to turn it
directly.
in to him. It was specifically stated in the contract.
How do you know that I'm not Nazir?
Are you?
No.
Okay then. You're not here.
But that's beside the point.
Not really.
She says, Let me see if he is in a state to receive guest. Give me a moment. Shuts the door. All the locks being relocked.
Yes.
A time passes. You're kind of sitting out there and you're like, okay. Kind of waiting. Waiting a little longer. Starting to get a little bit nervous. Like you're kind of pushing towards the end of your disguise person. 5 minutes. 10 minutes pass. You guys start looking around like...
Can I see into the window or anything? Like into the house?
You try.
Okay. Can I see into the house?
There would be... I would say there are some windows that are kind of ground floor level that you can certainly try to peek into.
Okay, I'd like to peek into that.
Okay, make a perception check.
Oh, I'm really good at that one. It'd be a 19 total.
19 total. You peek in. You're kind of looking over. There's curtains there that are mostly drawn, but you're kind of able to peek in between them.
Just
you
enough.
see some rooms that, like, you're looking at what you think is probably some kind of, like, sitting area. There's some chairs. Seem to be covered in, like, a white, cloth. See a lot of dust.
That's what I needed. I cast Dimension Door, and we're gonna go into that room. Okay. Or I guess I will go in. I can teleport myself. I go into that room.
Great.
Delara would like to try and make a attempt to get.
Yes.
Do I see any open windows?
Not any open windows.
You didn't eat your bowl. Your rice and your beans and your lettuce. And
Any windows that look like
Eat
they
the
could be
lettuce and tomatoes
unlocked?
out of it.
There's some ground floor windows that you can certainly check.
I would like to check the window.
Sure. Are you going for a similar one to where food was?
You should just turn around and open the window.
If you go to
Yeah.
If you go by the window where Fu was, you can check it. You can see that it is in fact locked.
I figured it would probably be locked.
Actually,
John taps on the window to
I
get
found
Fu's
it
attention.
online.
Fu. Tap, 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 tap. Fu. Fu.
Yes.
Open the window.
Okay, I'm opening the window.
As
Oh no, it's trapped.
that happens, so a few things are going to occur. So Fu, you teleport inside this room. You do find yourself in a sitting room. It is, like I said, it looks like it hasn't seen some use. There's kind of a thin layer of dust on some stuff. There's some couches and some chairs that have some coverings on it. As you teleport in and Delara, as you're kind of going to check that out, you guys start to hear the sounds of the door mechanisms being opened.
Delara motions to Fu.
I still open the window. I'm confused what's going on. I go, huh?
The door is opening.
You're what? The floor is a coconut?
Delara walks to the door.
Fu, you kind of go over to... So what are you doing? Are you still trying to open the window?
I'm trying to open the window.
Okay. As you try to open the window, what's your armor class?
Okay, hold on. Let me look it up.
14, right?
13.
Apparently, this is pineapple flavored.
Ooh. Would you like some?
Pineapple
Excited.
How do we open
Pineapple
Just
flavored.
Oh, sweet.
What's your armor class?
13. Oof. 10d8.
Are you gonna pop the top?
Please don't hurt me.
You are going to take...
a bajillion there.
Maybe.
You're gonna die to a window,
I get my
Fu.
new character.
You're gonna die to a window.
You're gonna get a new
Fu, as you go and attempt to unlock the door, suddenly a searing pain erupts in the back of your head.
Okay.
You're going to take 14 bludgeoning damage,
We're on the
Okay.
outside.
and
He's on the inside trying to get out.
Good point.
I'm assuming a 25 is going to hit.
Yes.
You're going to
What?
additionally take 13 additional bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As 2 thunk, thunk, hits you in the side of the head.
Yes.
We've been shaking that a
Just
whole
hit the
lot.
bottom.
Well, that has been shaken a lot.
No, if it explodes, it might
It's
be on the
a
laptop.
bottle of cider, listeners.
Okay.
And then I need you to make.
Make a dexterity save.
You know what? Okay, guys. I'm just gonna get outside.
Closer to me.
I want to see this.
Foo, I also.
Yeah.
We're just gonna.
I don't
Foo,
wanna see
I also
it.
need you to make either a athletics or acrobatics.
Who's
check.
gonna die in this
Why is the
house?
Mandalorian and
That's
Lego on
me.
the
Okay.
That's food. That's John.
Oh,
You said acrobatics.
Acrobatics or athletics, your
they're
choice.
giant.
I would
He has
like
such sparkly
acrobatics,
eyes.
please.
Okay.
I can't say.
Oh. So I rolled a nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh,
Plus 5 would be 6.
3-6 against his 9.
Okay.
You take these two to the back of the head, and then all of a sudden you are
Oh.
tackled to the ground, and
This
you
is
find
Navir.
yourself staring into the face of a black-scaled dragonborn. You see, he looks old, which is odd for a dragonborn. His scales, his skin looks very aged and weathered. You also notice that his bottom teeth are kind of sticking out from under his gums, and he is on top of you. He has you pinned down with his what looks to be a cane. You're not really sure. He has it pushed to your throat, and he is with his knees on your chest, and he says, "Who are you? What is your business? Why are you here?"
First, buy me
At
dinner.
that same time, the door opens, and the halfling female says, "He says that you can come in." And as you all enter into the entryway, you turn to the room immediately to your left and see Fu standing there with a black-skinned dragonborn, holding him to the ground with a
wait, are
threatening
you
manner.
yourself or are you in disguise again?
No, you're in disguise.
Oh,
What are you
it's like
disguised as?
Fred. Handsome.
That's even better.
Oh, my ascot. It's not what it looks
You're
like.
moving your cup.
Sorry.
What are you all doing?
Oh, I tell him
Oh, yeah,
buy
it's
me
not
dinner
dinner, by the
first. Oh man, I told him to buy me dinner.
Anybody else doing something?
This is our companion
Oh.
who we have come to deliver a
Is he
package.
responding to anybody?
I'm giving you all
There
an
was-
opportunity to act prior to him making what his next natural.
Oh,
Thing
sir,
would be.
there's a misunderstanding. We were checking to see if you're okay, and he dimension doored into the house. We mean you no harm.
You see the halfling sitting there, just kind of wide-eyed, staring. She's like, "How did he get inside?"
We have the ledger.
We mean you
Mention
no harm.
mention of that. He looks to you. He says, still holding you down to the ground. What ledger?
The contract specified you needed a ledger, so we retrieved the ledger.
Are you Nazir?
Should have been
Who's
the first
that?
question.
You're
Mayor,
asking about the contract.
Mayor,
That would be a good time to bring her
At that,
in. I forgot she was here.
Meritura comes around the corner and says, "Nazir, let him up. He's with me." He looks at her, looks back at you.
I wink. Buy me dinner.
Slowly pulls his cane from your neck. Slowly stands up, sets it, and grabs it, kind of standing up and goes,
He does not need this cane.
says, "Tura, it's good to see you. Glad you're alive. Heard you were dead." Says, "Well, introductions are in order. Come with me." He then leads you guys kind of back from the way he came through the main sitting room. He goes to the main kind of chamber, and as you guys enter into this house, you notice that it is as you guys enter into the house, like there's kind of this foyer area. Off to your left was one of those seating rooms. Off to your immediate right from the foyer is kind of another set of doors that are closed. But you guys enter into this kind of open chamber. It's a two-story house. There is what appears to be a grand staircase, still covered in dust, seems to be in somewhat disrepair. He walks in, and you see there's kind of like 4 different doors in this main lobby area. There's a staircase that goes up, there's 2 doors to your right, 2 doors to your left. He goes to the door that is immediately on your right, and he says, "Follow me," and walks in, pushes open this door and enters into a chamber. I'm presuming you guys follow?
Yes.
Enters into a
Cautiously.
chamber. What you guys see is what looks to be kind of a study, right? You see a desk. It is covered in papers, in books. There are several kind of bookshelves with papers and books strewn in different places. There's a large table that you assume at some point was a dining room table, but at this point seems to be more of a storage place for more books, more papers, notes written and scrawled everywhere. There's a fireplace in the corner that seems to be burning, and as he sits there, he moves to his desk, kind of leans against it with his cane, and says, "You have my attention. Who are you? Introductions first, and then we will move to business."
We are the Wanderers.
Oh, it's a fancy name.
I forget the number that comes after.
475.
I think you guys were promoted because a bunch of other Wanderers
Oh,
died.
Already? That was
322.
only like 2 days. 3 days.
Venturing Guild doesn't have the best track record.
We're one now. We're
We're
the only one.
He says, "And what are your names?"
They weren't the Mystery Inc. They were the Wanderers.
The secretary just puts everyone's name down as the exact same thing. It's just like I don't have time for this. Everyone's the Wanderers now.
Sorry, we got distracted. Keep going.
I'm John Brooke.
Good to make your acquaintance.
And I'm assuming by now that this guy self has worn off or is wearing it
Yeah, you
off.
can drop it.
And when I drop it,
He says, "Oh, good to meet you."
introductions. This is my latest acquaintance, Fu Lanju.
I bring my lute out and I play an epic song for him.
Make a performance check.
I will do that. I get +9.
Natural 20.
It is 11.
This is 11 plus 9,
No.
or that's 11 total.
11 total.
You do a pretty good job.
Thank you.
At some point you're like, wait, what song was I? No, it's this song. What? No. It's changed keys a couple times. He says, very good.
Buy me dinner.
Looks over to you.
I don't make it a habit of sharing my name, but you can call me Zora.
But what is your
I didn't know your
name?
name was Laurel.
This is not.
He said,
He says,
He knows.
there are no fake names here.
Oh,
What's your name?
Talia.
Make a deception check for me.
ooh, give him a little wink. We're doing introductions. No fake names.
I'm not stealing his bubbly. I happen to have a glass of bubbly.
I don't have near about as good of a deception modifier as I thought. That is a natural
It's
1
not like carbon.
and a 4.
Not
He rolled a 20 on the die, so he is 100% sure you're full of nonsense.
That was awesome.
Okay. It is Laura Everhart.
Oh, I didn't know the
Kind of takes note of that. Looks to you.
I'm Alara.
Not
Deception
to be
check.
confused with.
Wait, deception?
Well,
Oh yeah, I knew that. That was Coda. He knew that. Cool.
We're not a very deceptive group, guys.
well,
Which one is
Deception.
deception?
Or persuasion, depending on if you're lying or not.
ooh.
So, which one do I do? Deception.
Deception.
Or okay.
Sorry.
22.
Persuasion is +1.
He looks at you, squints his eyes, moves on. Meritura says, "You know me." Looks at Arlen. She says, "Arlen, Liata, it's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance." This was Arlen speaking to Nazir.
Okay.
So,
I was like, wait, you know her name?
so then comes back. He says, "They called me Nazir. I am at your service. What have you brought me, and what do you want?"
We have a ledger.
I was
As
for
the
the word.
contract
I was for the
specified.
word jerk and draconic.
You see him kind of go to you and continues on. Says, as the contract specified,
Lars speaks in
Yeah.
Draconic.
and he says, but what is your price? What do you want for it? Gold? Trade in kind?
We seek more of a currency and favors and alliances rather than gold and trinkets.
He squints his eyes at you. He says, and what could we possibly have to ally?
Have you heard of Speaker?
The mention of the name, his eyes kind of squints a little bit. He says, what do you know of such things?
Well, very little, but more than we should. In a weird balance of enough to get ourselves in trouble, but not enough to avoid trouble.
Understand. So let's say, hypothetically, I sought an alliance with somebody over this individual. What, pray tell, would you want me? What would that entail? A trading of information?
I see.
Trading of goods?
I seek information.
She doesn't speak for the group.
Well then, what do you seek?
John, what do we seek?
She doesn't speak for the group either.
As I'm noticing some issues.
We got a lot of those.
You have no idea.
You're telling me?
Women, am I right?
One of
Yeah,
you
too
broke
much
into
all
my
of
home.
that.
One of you broke into my home. So, issues about.
You still owe me dinner. Anyways, I don't,
I would say information.
yes, you owe
Don't
me
you think?
dinner and information.
Who
So,
wasn't talking to you?
oh, she was not talking to me, but I would like some information. I would like to know if you know of anybody with a hourglass scar on their arm of looking for love.
What if that's the only question we can ask him, Phil?
Please don't die.
That is such. Oh my gosh.
He says, if you would like information, put your cards on the table.
I have no cards.
At that point, Arlen kind of
He
pipes
speaks
up.
the truth.
And she says, he tried to kill them, just like he tried to kill us. I think we can be allies on this. She says, Mayor Turris looks at you all and says, Mayor Turris says, he's worth trusting. Tell him what you know. He's the reason I brought you here.
We tell him what we know about
know.
this.
We sit, grab a glass of bubbly.
Blah, blah, blah.
So
We sit down and have a drink.
So
And
you would tell
tell him what we
him
know.
They stole my jug!
and John have to just like smash cut to John, and then they stole my jug. And smash cut back.
Mystery Gang dead! Oh wait,
So
that
the
was us.
information that you guys have that you'd be able to share is, first of all, you'd be able to share information about Braden Frostbane. You uncovered information in both Ironhold and in Luminera that tied back to this secretive group. You know that this seems to be some kind of cult that you have encountered various individuals from this group who have sought to kill you, capture you, what have you. So you guys would kind of recount your information from the very beginning. You also would be able to share that, oh my goodness, I love Daddy. You would also be able to share that, like, Cedric seems to be corrupt. You would be able to share information, and kind of as you're doing this, when you get to kind of the prison break, Mayor Tura kind of jumps in and provides some additional information for you guys. So, you all share.
Delara knows none of this, so she's just.
Mm-hmm.
And then we hired this rogue, and we went and killed a bunch of teenagers, and got you in trouble.
Unfortunately, he speaks the truth.
You would notice, so at the mention of Braden Frostbane, telling him that part of the story, and how you found him in the sewers, overseeing this group of kobolds at the direction of the speaker, and kind of the effects of the meteor dust, I will invite everybody to make a insight check for me.
Insight.
Yes.
Let's see, 10 on the die, 12.
Okay.
Also,
Huh.
I don't know when a good time to work in my stuff is.
Just whenever you feel like it.
Okay.
Whenever it comes up.
That's a nat 20 plus 6.
Oh, not an ad, but 15 total.
15 total?
15.
15. Alara, you would catch, because he's very good at this, that at the mention of Brayden, his kind of stoic features break ever so slightly.
Oh, he's a reptile, right?
He
Cold blood.
it's kind of, you've told him something that he did not know. The rest of it he's kind of unfazed by. You guys recount Ironhold, you recount Luminera and the processing. He seemed to be familiar with most of that. That piece of information was interesting to him. Also, when you share that piece of information, Mertura says, she also seems taken aback. She did not know. She was just put in prison and accused of killing him. She didn't know actually what happened to him. So, Nazir, hearing all this information, says, well, cards on the table. Cards on the table. I could use some individuals to help in my hands. He says, so. And as he gets ready to start this kind of poking around the corner of the room, you see this gnome female with blue hair. She says, would you guys like some tea? He says, thank you, Tilly. So tea, anybody? Tea?
Can we
Tea?
trust her?
Sugars?
No,
Sugars?
Can we trust her?
Tilly. She could kill you with her bare hands, but she chooses not to.
Maybe you should eat now.
How's my stomach? I already ate.
Make a survival check with disadvantage.
plenty of food.
He,
It's an 8.
you're hungry.
Yeah.
He says, Tilly, he says, she could kill you with her bare hands, but she won't.
That.
Tilly kind of, she's like, no, I can't. Silly, I'll go make some tea. He says, well, you know, I have been tracking this organization for some time, a number of years. They seem to come out of nowhere with first just rumors, and then eventually began to grow. Began to grow in influence and power, and one day seemed to have gone from nothing but a whispered organization to a group that seems to have taken control of this city. He says, you mentioned they're a cult, they might be. I myself am unsure. They might be a cult. There's certainly those that seem cult-like in their fanaticism. Personally, I think it is more of a criminal organization. Their aim yet to be determined. I can tell you that they are extremely hard to infiltrate. That there was other individuals who have tried and have been unsuccessful to give more information, but they seem to be centered around this individual known as the Speaker. I have yet to determine who this person is, but I'm hoping through that ledger that you carry, we can start unraveling whatever this is.
I have a question, sir.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to tell you that information?
I do.
Hold on.
Okay.
Is it a
It's the tea.
Is it okay if I have some more?
I'm not going to.
Just turn it up and drink it.
You could. If you must.
Do you want to try it?
No, I'm good.
It's,
It's delicious.
does it make your lips sparkle?
Amber Bang.
I don't think
Amber
so.
Bang? Okay.
Amber
No.
Bang.
Okay.
Let me taste it, find out.
I would like to have
Is, right?
information that I would like to know.
That's just not that word.
That would be my child.
What is that?
Miss M.
Ruffles. It's battle music.
Oh, immediately you're like, that's my child.
He looks to you, he says, oh, the Sulking One. How can I assist you?
What do you know about
She
the mark?
always like this?
Unfortunately.
I have reason. What do you know about the murder of Ivania and Robert Everhard II from Evervane?
He kind of momentarily goes behind his desk. You see him pull a journal out, flip, look at it, pull another one, flips. He says, kind of pulls some pieces of paper. He says, He says, yes, the city of Ambervane somehow may be connected to this. I'm unsure. There was a time in this organization's history where there seemed to have been a coordinated purge of individuals that may or may not have stood in the way. I'm unsure of what the connection was, but together at certain periods of time, over the course of a small number of days, there was a multitude of murders and assassinations of noble families of various levels, including this. What did you say the last name was? I don't have that written down. Everhard. He says, including the Everhards. They seem to have been rounded up in whatever this was. I'm not sure the connection, but it does seem to point to this group.
So this organization murdered my family.
Would seem so. Kind of looks at you. What else would you like to know?
By chance, are you related to a guy named Cola?
What?
He's really smart.
He says, can I see the ledger?
I think I have it. I hand him the ledger.
He looks at it, starts looking through it. He kind of takes it back to his desk, sits down. You see him pull out a pair of glasses. He puts it on and starts flipping over. As that happens, tea is served. Tilly comes in. She's like, tea, everybody, tea. He pours a little bit. She's like, sugar, milk and sugar. Hands it out. Navir kind of holds out a hand without really breaking his gaze upon what he's doing. He says, there's something here. Kind of flips through. He says, seems to be a cipher of some kind, but I'm familiar. They sometimes communicate in this fashion. I need some time. Come back tomorrow and share with you what I have found, and perhaps we can find a way to assist each other.
DM, what time of day is it?
I'd say it's pushing evening. Like, the sun's kind of going down.
Okay. Alara looks at Navir and asks if we can stay the night tonight for shelter
And for dinner.
and dinner. Because you owe food dinner.
And
You know what? Make a persuasion check to see if you can convince the hermit to open up his home.
Can I give her advantage?
Yeah, you can help.
I give her advantage.
I don't need it.
Oh, never mind. Whoa!
She's like, I don't need it.
19 plus 6.
Yay!
25. Wow.
Excellent.
He kind of looks at you, and you can see in his face there are zero parts of him that want anybody to stay. But as you say that, before he has a chance to answer, Tilly kind of pops up. She says, "Of course you guys can stay. We have plenty of lodging available for you all. We just simply need to prepare some rooms." And he, as she looks, he just kind of goes. She says, "Lighten up." And she says, "I shall go about preparing the rooms. A few moments. How many accommodations would you need?"
I'm not staying with her.
Presume anything.
I would like my own room, please.
1, 2.
You want to bunk together?
Sure.
Okay, this is my buddy.
Very frugal of you. 3 rooms.
We have the 2 other.
And then
Oh yes, we do.
Uh,
the
Two
rooms with us.
mayor says, "I'll take my own room." I would say that why can't I remember names?
Terrell.
Arlen is kind of like, I'll share with her.
Alara just rolls her eyes. And in Draconic, she says a curse word.
Can you describe the curse word?
Tilly, it's
not
draconic. Very, very, very guttural
From the
language.
throat.
Yeah.
You
To
hear
which,
you
to which
scared-
Tilly looks at you and she says, "Manners."
To be fair,
I'll be
no one
back.
else in the party knew how to speak Draconic until you came along.
She says, "I'll be back."
I know how to speak.
She kind of goes away. Nazir
Oh,
is
didn't?
just completely
Nope.
absorbed in what he's doing. You see he's got a piece of paper beside him. He's making notes. He's flipping through the ledger. He's pulling books, pulling notes from around the room. Has not touched his tea whatsoever.
DM, what color is his scales again?
Black scale dragonborn.
Does he recognize Alara?
Make an insight check. See if the dude had any recognition.
That's a nat 20.
No
6.
way.
Whoa!
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa.
Da-da-da-da-da.
So right now they're making out.
Your hand is over my ear!
I will fix it.
So right now, Kevin the DM is speaking to Katie, who is Alara, and he's telling her information, and I am describing this to you. It kind of looks like he's kissing her, but I won't tell anybody. It is sort of funny, though.
Except for the 2 people.
Oh, right. I just told the listeners that you were making out.
Thanks. As you
It
guys
was
are
awesome.
kind of sitting there enjoying your tea, you suddenly hear this, like from kind of in a room next to you. A few moments of silence. You hear, you hear, big crash.
Must be all mattresses unfolding.
Is she throwing mattresses down on the floor?
That or-
Feet kind of go thing, 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 thing.
John kind of looks up.
You guys hear, and then as you do it, suddenly, kind of into the door next to the entrance, an arrow
Wait a
right
second.
into it, and she says, "Sorry, sorry about that one. It's okay. One moment."
What are you doing in there?
She says, "Disarming the traps, dear."
Oh,
Keeps going,
thank you.
and you just hear just kind of this continual sound of banging and thunk and clanks. And she comes back and she, after a period of 20 or 30 minutes, she kind of comes back and she says, "Okay, your rooms are ready. I will show you where to go and where your restroom is. Please do not wander, or it could be fatal. Please note, follow exactly where I step." And you see her go. But she's a gnome, so she's got really tiny legs.
So we're just walking.
And then she goes, "Just kidding, this hallway's safe.
Oh,
The next one isn't.
okay.
Don't go in there." She shows you guys to various rooms. You can see hastily made accommodations. There are a number of beds and things like that. You also see occasionally against the wall a variety of arrows and darts and daggers. You see kind of in one corner there seems to have been like an axe that was ready to fall down. It's just kind of sitting there. She says, it doesn't move. I'm sorry. It's just be careful when you get up in the night." Which she shows you to your accommodations easily enough.
Alright, we live, guys.
Yay.
So, you guys are welcome to finish your evening and take a long rest if you
I would like
to.
to have a conversation with Fu.
Okay. Fu is in his. Fu, where are you? Are you in your separate room, or are you somewhere else?
I am in my separate room.
Oh,
I'm in our room.
Well, that's not awkward at all.
How close are our rooms to each other?
They're like kind of right next to each other. Like they're all like you kind of see from behind the staircase. You know, when you guys came in, you saw this grand staircase in the middle. There was 2 rooms to your right, 2 rooms to your left. There seems to have been another hallway, another door that you could not see that leads to a hallway. And in there's a number of rooms for accommodation. So you guys are kind of in that hallway space.
So what's your story?
I would love to tell you, because I like to talk about myself.
Okay.
John goes to room.
So,
Sits in chair.
I am a half-orc with white hair. I'm just teasing. So, let me get my backstory. My family is lined with scammers.
Oh, comment.
That's a shock.
Yes. I learned deception and persuasion and intimidation from someone.
Someone.
Yes, that's what it says. And my family was too ordinary for me to stay home. And there are people to see. I love to find
You
and
probably find
people to entertain.
So you don't have any ultimate goal?
I want to find my true love. I went to a fortune teller, and I was told I would fall in love with the most beautiful woman with an hourglass scar on her right hand.
You keep saying tattoo.
I keep saying what? And
Wait,
two?
was it specifically right hand?
Tattoo? Oh, I thought it was. Oh, well, this has a scar.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. I said tattoo?
You've said both. We'll let you decide what it is.
Tattoo is just a colorful scar, so.
Yeah.
Scar it is. And I want to be an awesome musician. You know, like an 80s rock star.
What are the 80s?
It's the 1380s.
It's from the future, man.
In the year of post-divergence.
You wouldn't get it. I'm a hopeless romantic who loves attention.
Okay.
That's it.
She's like,
Metal
reading
walls.
your class feature, reading your background and traits.
I have 13 armor class.
My armor class is 13, so that tells you everything you need to know about me. Like someone into astrology, like I'm a Sagittarius, and it tells you all you need to know.
I'm a Leo.
John
I don't know.
obliviously walks up and, do you mind? Grabs arm, just
What?
inspecting, seeing how
Oh,
it
you're
works.
checking her out.
Moving fingers. How does this work?
Whatever. And she...
Dork.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're looking at me. I'm not here. This is your character.
Alright. Puts arm down, walks off,
So-
sits in chair, opens door.
Oh, it's interesting. She kind of pulls down her mechanical wrist, and there's a scratch.
Boom, boom.
Wait a second. What?
Wait
Are you
a
shaking your
minute.
head no?
On the metal
No,
arm.
I didn't say that. Her too.
I don't know you.
Are you a beautiful woman? Roll for hotness. No, I'm just teasing.
How do you feel about cats?
That's
Okay.
a 40%.
What?
Ooh,
It's not your...
Yeah, you.
Who rolls
you
this
don't-
one?
Well, you don't like her. Okay.
Ye oldie hot or not?
You say ye oldie?
Ye oldie.
Okay.
We don't speak of this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Delara shuts the door and looks over.
You're obviously not speaking this. Are you talking about the kiss you guys had earlier? Or?
Wait, are you speaking
Wait.
about it?
John
He's reading a
just...
book in the room with
Oh.
you guys.
John just has his glasses down.
Bro, you were checking her arm out. Got him. Got you. Oh, no?
It's mechanics.
Oh. Did you see the scar on it?
No, I was
Oh.
more concerned about the cables and the gears.
Oh, I wasn't.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, now that
I read this recent volume on anatomy.
What?
It's on the shelf over here.
Oh. There's a bookshelf in our room?
I would say there's a lot of books.
Interesting.
If you're interested in looking for books.
Do I find one that looks interesting to me?
I didn't know you were.
Roll a. Why don't you roll a percentile?
Roll
A
up.
percentile?
Whoa, cool.
Wow.
I want to go next. Okay, I'm after.
Where's the percent? Oh, there it is.
Wait, you need a...
You need to roll a d10 with the 2.
It's not a thing.
Oh.
You guys
So
don't look for
roll-
books.
Keep that one.
Yeah, roll that.
Because that's your value of 10.
There you go.
Roll a d10. Put them together. What'd you get?
Math ain't math, and it's an 8 and a 4
48.
on the percent.
So that's an
48.
84.
48.
84 or
No,
48.
Don't,
48.
Don't listen to him.
You're kind. I mean, you're kind of looking through a little bit, and you're like, kind of nerdy. I'm not so sure. You can find something.
No,
You can find something to read. I don't know if you find something you're interested in.
Not enough
Okay.
stabbies.
Not enough stabbies. Now I pull a dagger out of the wall, pocket it.
Sure.
Okay.
Attitude.
Yeah. Ready for a long
Long
rest?
rest.
Okay, long rest. For food that almost got one shot.
All right, 87.
You found a really good book.
Okay, we can take a long rest.
Yeah.
What's your book though?
Love. In all the wrong places.
Name of the actual name of the title.
Yeah.
As you all come to wake the next morning, you awake to the smell of fresh-made food.
Woo.
You smell cooked meats. You smell bread of some kind. And as you all are kind of awoken, you make your way kind of towards the back out into the main hallway. You see Tilly kind of sitting there, standing. She says, "Oh, good." She says, "You're awake. Come this way. Don't go to your right, my left. Come straight. 4 steps, then 2 steps, and then through this door." And she kind of disappears.
I think she's playing with us. I just continue to walk how I
Oh,
normally
Don't
do.
do it.
Make a death saving throw. I'm kidding. Yeah.
Give me your iPad. Snap.
Give me your iPad.
Not again.
New character.
New iPad.
You come in. She notices that you just kind of walk. She says, "Kept it around."
Goodness.
And you see, kind of in this room near where the study was, seems to be some kind of kitchen. There is a table there. You see an assortment of meats and fruits and cheeses. You also see some what looks to be fresh baked bread. Tilly seems to have been up relatively early preparing for you all. Breakfast is yours. You have not, kind of as the morning progresses, I would say, as long as everyone's okay with it, everyone kind of gathers at the breakfast table.
Dolores is the first one there. It's been a while since she's had a good meal.
You have not seen Nazir yet this morning, so you guys are able to kind of eat.
When you said some sort of kitchen, I thought you meant like it doubled as an alchemy station / kitchen, so I was a little concerned at first that we might get some.
Nah, looks like a pretty well-stocked kitchen area.
Tilly's there.
Tilly is there.
I'd like to talk to her.
You certainly can.
So
Yeah.
she giggles, and I say, "Is Nazir your man or what?"
She says, "Oh no, darling. He's a good friend, someone that I have worked with for many years. Even in his current station, I still seek to work with him and serve him in what capacity I can."
I thought you two were a thing.
No, certainly not. Not with him.
I think he has a
Sorry.
crush on you.
He certainly does not. Yeah, I don't know how to
Like the tiny,
not
tiny
even.
little,
Not
like a
even.
1.
No.
Food.
Okay.
Food.
Oh,
She said no.
sorry. Okay. I can't help it. I love love.
John goes, "No food. Down." John's like, "No, down, boy."
She says, "I believe once you all have broken your fast, that Nazir is."
We're supposed to be fasting.
No, breakfast.
Breakfast.
Break fast.
Oh. Sorry. I didn't get it either. Continue.
Everyone looks
Wait.
confused except for John, who explains it. They're like, "No, it's breakfast."
Ah.
Wait, that's what that. This is Keith. That's what that means.
Yeah,
A break fast?
Break
yeah.
fast.
Break fast
Breakfast. Break
Yeah.
fast.
because you fast at night because you're not eating.
Or you're not
broken
supposed
your
to.
fast.
Yeah. The sun goes down, you're not supposed to.
Am I the only one that did not know
I
that?
think they're making that up. I walk where I go.
Where do you
Death
walk?
saving throw.
I walk into the kitchen and grab a banana.
Dude, I mean,
Opens the fridge, grabs the milk jug.
Yeah, no drug streams.
There's like bacon and bread and eggs, and you go for a banana.
Yeah.
What kind of work are you?
He's vegan.
I could be. I can be whatever I want.
Could be whatever you want.
I don't know what I am. All right. Anyway.
Got some issues
Tilly
there.
says, "I believe once you all have broken your fast, eaten your breakfast,
Oh, yes.
you all are welcome to
Of course.
find Nazir. He
Simpleton.
is probably still in his study at this point, but hopefully he has some additional information for you."
Did he sleep? Or has he been in there all night?
She says, "I don't know. He does his thing. I do mine.
You really sound like a married couple, I'm gonna be honest.
We're not. I cannot be more clear
I will ask.
how little that is true."
I'll ask and see what he
She
thinks.
says, "You know I've killed people, darling."
I'd like to
I
see
thought
it.
you said you hadn't.
No.
Guys, no. John, no.
TPK. And everybody roll their character.
If that's what it must be.
John.
You guys are welcome to make your way to Nazir's study.
John's like, combat's the only option, guys. I'm sorry.
Pulls out a wand.
I killed a dog.
Delara jumps across the table.
No, guys.
I'm already in the study, guys. Where you at?
As you guys make your way to the study, you do see Nazir. He is sitting there drinking tea.
Good.
That is kind of next to him. He is continuing to review several books that are in front of him. He's kind of moved from his desk to a table. You see papers spread out everywhere. It seems like he ran out of room and he just needed more. He's continuing to make notes as you enter. He does not seem to take notice of you.
Very mad scientist. Well, I guess in this case, historian.
I look at his papers to look at the notes.
As you look over his shoulder, you see a variety of things. You see scrolls and parchment that seem to be some kind of cipher. You see on his personal notes, he seems to be trying to translate what is in this ledger to make sense of it. Because, when you guys looked at the ledger, it was not in a different language, but it's a ledger. There's a lot of shorthand. He has been, you see a couple of pages where he's starting to make notes about different reoccurring themes. He's seeing different words or abbreviations, and he's starting to, you see some that have like a city name by them. You see some that seem to, have something written by them, scratched off. They wrote something else. Question marks. You see certain things circled. Still really hasn't taken notice of you as you lean over.
I would like to touch the papers and cast Comprehend Languages, just to see.
I mean, it's in common.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
then I would like to look for words that I would know.
As you reach down to touch his papers, he kind of grabs your arm. Looks. Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
He looks into the window, kind of squints, says, "Morning. Trust you all rested well in my home."
Quite well,
Thank
thank you.
We're very appreciative.
Tilly is kind of at the door. She says, "We took good care of him, boss." He looks at you all. He says, "Well, I've made some progress. This is as useful as I had hoped that it would be." It says, "This is a ledger that I commissioned be brought back from the town of, from the Twilight Mooring that sits at the end of the Ebb and Flow River. It is a major confluence of trade. All goods that leave from Rivercrest by boat tend to make their way there, and is a very common place where goods are transported in mass. It's been very insightful. It seems that there are a variety of things, some of which are normal and run-of-the-mill, but it continues to reference a single point for this meteor dust, an ore that originates in the town of Rivercrest. It is seems to be a single warehouse within the docks.
I can't buy the docks.
Tell if it's north or south, but
Where we got flags.
seems like the majority of this stuff originates from the same place. All their eggs in one basket. Easier to control, easier to maintain. If we could find it, maybe we can gain some additional insight into who might be tied to this group."
That's Cam.
He said.
Has Keith walked by and didn't say anything to him?
He waved.
That's why he's crying.
Who's that?
Talk to him, Ember. Did it work?
Go talk to Cam.
Go talk to Cam. Go talk to him.
Go tell Cam about your day.
Yeah. Go tell me you played outside. You went down the slide today.
You okay?
He says, the information is still incomplete. We need the other half of the ledger to know what was sent. I have records here of countless barges full of goods. Some of it is maybe the meteor, some of it is something else. I can't tell. We need to find this warehouse. It might be the key to starting to unravel what this organization is doing. He says, and I may have a way for you to do that. He stands up, starts to walk away, comes back, grabs his tea, kind of walks back to his desk, sits down, opens a drawer, pulls out a tiny notebook, starts to kind of flip through it, and he says, that would work. He says, I might have a contact for you. And when the party all returns, I'll tell you who that is.
Good. Party break.
Party potty.
Yes.
Party potty
Sorry,
break.
Bobo. I didn't mean to. Your head just happened to be right there.
Excellent.
Oh, that looks
Daddy's
good.
sorry. He didn't mean to hit you.
You're not sorry.
I am sorry. That's why I apologize.
You're not sorry.
This just sealed.
Yes.
You're not sorry.
No, nobody's in trouble. Daddy just hit your head and so he said sorry. Daddy didn't do it.
Not yet.
Excuse me.
Oh, it opens this way. I'm trying to open it the wrong way.
So the scar is it an hourglass or just a scar?
It is an hourglass. On her metal arm, it's like a scratch, like
Okay.
deep, like indentation on her metal arm.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna lie, you said right arm, and I panicked immediately. I was like, I text Kevin. I was like, "What now?"
Well, like, did you guys work that out together, or is that just like
That was
a?
the him thing.
I just thought it'd be an interesting. I don't know. Like,
Okay, I thought it was like, oh, this will work fine. I like time, so that's why I did the hourglass specifically.
we can retcon it if
Okay.
you're not like comfortable with that. Like, I'm good.
Okay. Whatever you want.
I'm good with whatever you like.
I don't know. Because I don't know how Mr. Kevin will make it work if it's not. Like,
Yeah, this is a whole roleplay thing. You
fall in
guys
love with NPC.
this is a roleplay thing. That's part of your backstory. You can do with it what you want. What?
Well,
Was it a Bidoo?
Bidoo.
Seriously, like if you're not comfortable with it, if you're like, it's
I don't even know. Like, I don't know what. I don't know.
and initially Delara's not just telling you how she interacts. She's not receptive to it like at all. Initially, like 'cause I don't know.
Well, what I'm saying is like.
It's a hand, John.
I'm mostly just in shock.
A what?
I'm mostly just in shock.
I don't like. Yeah, I don't know.
Jason love. Gross.
No.
No, just the joke, or not the joke, my backstory. I don't even know where it is.
Looking for hour-shaped glass scar.
Yes, so. Fu is chasing love, a hopeless romantic that loves attention. I will fall in love with the most beautiful woman with an hourglass scar on her right hand.
Also, we
Is
can
it hourglass?
edit that part out completely,
Okay,
and it never happened if you want. Like,
okay.
I don't know. You guys already kissed, so it's
No, it was
practically
a-
married.
I know!
that
Yeah.
was.
Yes, yes.
Do you want Ember in her room?
I would like her out.
She's currently in here and giving me a look.
Okay, I'll grab her.
She told me.
Okay,
We leave her in her
so
room.
if she's in her room, she's gonna drag everything out. Are you okay with that?
That's fine.
Okay.
As long as she doesn't plug the internet again.
Well, she.
I don't have a problem with being in her room. She's probably going to be in here. She's not going to be in here, but she's going to be right
Well,
there.
she tries to get into things that she shouldn't be, like
Just
lotions.
close the door.
Oh, 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 oh. Who's that?
I don't know. Who are you talking about? That's Kevin.
That's the DM.
Navir.
Little monkey. Who's that?
That's
Go see
Daddy.
him. Go talk to him. Go show him your show. Excuse me.
Moose me.
What? Excuse me.
Yes.
Wait.
Meat.
Run.
It's alright.
She just looked at me like I was the worst person in the world. She's no longer gonna go like this to me.
Oh, she will.
So Nazir was telling you all that there seems to be a single warehouse or single point of origin for whatever goods this organization is moving in and out of Rivercrest, and that as he kind of looks through, he goes to his desk and pulls a drawer on the side, pulls out kind of a small journal and flips through it, and he says, "Ah, I may have just the person for you." He says, "Go to the Black Sail Tavern in the docks and seek a man named Brendan Saltbeard. Human. He owes me, we'll say, a couple of favors."
Brendan, who?
Brendan, Brynden, Saltbeard. Says he frequents that tavern more than he does any other place, and he owes me some favors and may be able to point you to the location of this.
What tavern?
The Black Sail
That's it.
Tavern. Those familiar with Rivercrest, I would say you for sure know, Delara. There are really kind of three main establishments in Rivercrest as far as like taverns. There is the Riverside Retreat Inn, which is located in the Riverfront Park. It is a fancy kind of establishment, more of an upscale. There's the Crossroad Taverns, Fu, which you would be familiar with as well. Actually, Fu, you would know this too, because you've been here for a while. The Crossroads Tavern, where you were the resident entertainment before you became a fugitive, and is kind of the catch-all. That's where a lot of the merchants and travelers, you see all kinds of people. At the Black Sail Tavern, you two would know, is kind of in the worst part of town, and tends to attract the worst sort of people. It is a place where there tends to be multiple fights, where the booze is cheap and the fights end in bloodshed often. People stopped worrying about the number of bodies that get carted out of that place over the course of a week or a month because, really, who has the time to count? The lowlifes want to kill each other. What matter is that to the higher ends of society?
So this tavern, is it open this early in the morning, or is Saltbeard going to be there?
He kind of chuckles. He says,
Later.
they're open. And I'm sure he'll be there.
We should still swing by the...
He lives, some
Yeah.
would say he lives there.
Good to know. Good to know.
Did you find anything else about Embervane?
I told you what I'm aware of. They... something connected to this group. I believe there was a purge some months ago prior to the group starting to really take hold in the city of Rivercrest, where a number of noble families all were murdered, assassinated over the course of a couple of days. I don't know exactly how it connects, but seems that there was some need to clear the field of certain individuals.
Are you a noble rogue? Is that a thing?
Yes, my parents were nobles, and I was a noble up until I was 17.
How intriguing.
I asked him in Draconic.
Hmm?
She's the only one that can understand it, right?
I don't know who all speaks
Do you
Draconic.
speak Draconic?
I'm about to find out.
I would, well,
Under
so I can
extra-
understand it if I'm touching them.
And you've casted
Yeah.
comprehend
comp-
languages,
Yes.
which I do not would say that's you would probably not be you would not be able to cast that as a reaction. It's not a reaction. It's
So, common, elvish, gnomish, and orc.
Mhm.
So, no.
I asked him if he recognized the name Turneroth.
If he recognizes the name, what? He looks at you and says, no.
Roll for insight.
I'm rolling for insight
I
against
say
you.
that.
Would you like to make an insight
Yeah,
check?
that's what I
You can
meant.
make an insight check.
I thought you were telling him to roll.
Roll for insight. It was a
No, I just
ruse.
knew what I needed to do.
Yeah. You're like, I want you to roll.
Aw. 7 plus 6.
13.
Yeah.
You have inspiration? If you
I
must.
don't want to use it. That's fine.
Kind of hard to read.
Can Delara roll for insight?
Why would you roll for insight?
I don't
You
know.
don't care about me.
I never said that.
I will let you roll for insight with disadvantage because you're not sure who you're looking at or what you're looking for.
Okay.
But you're certainly welcome to try. I'll give you the opportunity.
Not any better.
That's a 6.
Not sure what's going on.
Insight is not. It's my lowest. It's plus 2, but it's still
Okay.
my lowest.
Hard to read.
All right.
Guys, I'm in a room. That is your insight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said you wanted to
Meritura says, if you don't mind, I would like to stay here and help. Make myself useful. Nazir kind of looks at her and says, of course, Your Honor, you certainly can. Arlen kind of looks at you. She says, probably best that I stay as well, I suppose.
Probably. Wouldn't want you to get hurt.
Hmm.
And I wink at her.
Oh.
That's her sister.
Oh.
You guys,
I think.
as
Has that
they
been
kind of go about their day, you see...
Fu knows Aura, though, correct?
Fu knows Ara. Fu was the person who came to try to find
But
you.
Fu doesn't know what Aura is to me.
No.
Just that.
Ara told Fu
Sorry, I don't
that she needed to go to Amberfield and look for someone
That's right.
named... look for somebody by the name of Ursel. And after given some time, was unable to, like, Fu was kind of an ally.
Okay. I just
so
couldn't
when
remember.
Ara was taken to prison, Fu was the one who kind of sought you guys out and
Okay.
pointed you in that direction. So, you guys are welcome to.
I
The day is
think
yours.
I think we go to the
Go
Emporium.
to the Emporium.
Okay. Are we disguising again, or
I will disguise
Or
myself
Pulsar.
as Navir.
mask up?
I ask.
Don't
Can I ask Tilly a question? Is Tilly still there?
Yeah.
Can I ask Tilly if she has a darker cloak that I could borrow? Because I show her, I say, as you can see, I'm pretty bright.
She smiles. She says, "I'm sure we can figure something out, love. It's so hard to dress in such a short period of time. One moment, please." And you see her. She kind of goes off. You hear kind of to a direction. She kind of goes up the stairwell, and you see her kind of step to the right. One step up, middle, up, left, up, middle, up, left, right. Like she's kind of following this pattern. She gets to the top. She opens the door. As soon as she does, she ducks. You hear, boom. Kind of goes in.
That's red.
You hear, boom.
That's red, Mama.
Just other various sounds of things. At some point, you hear her go, oops. Then she kind of comes back out with a darker cloak.
Does it have
less conspicuous.
like a small slit in it, or like a dart or something? Or
Mommy.
I would say there's a
That-
tiniest
that's
hole,
yucky.
almost imperceivable from a
I
dart.
trade her my cloak for a darker one.
She says, she kind of picks it up. Sure, we can have it laundered for you, dear. She kind of goes off.
So, I ask Nazir,
Mhm.
what did you do that you think you need all this security?
No,
looks at you.
Some questions are best
What
unasked.
are you doing?
Just kind of goes back to what he was doing. He has zero intention to answer that question.
I didn't think.
So
I mean, it was
are we
more
going-
of a
You get
rhetorical
the-
question.
You get
like,
the sense of we don't know each other that well.
Oh,
Like, we'll see how this progresses.
So are we going to the Emporium?
Yes, I'm
Is that
just
where we're heading?
Are you
checking
disguised
out.
as Nazir?
If you allow it.
You do what you want.
That's right, girl power. I do what I want.
Your food.
Does Nazir see?
Boy power. I do what I want.
Oh yeah, misogyny. I do what I want.
2024, Ashley.
Yeah. No, this is 80 AD.
80 AD. 80 AD.
30
80 and
30 80 post-divergence.
Can you see him at all?
Oh, I thought we were
Yeah,
in
he's
13.
standing.
It's ADHD.
ADHD and D. That's the podcast.
So are you Nazir?
Sure.
You guys make your way to the Arcane Emporium. So you're moving from
Does
really
Nazir
the
see
artisan
that?
district to kind of you cross kind of the major bridge, the channel bridge that goes over the ebb and flow river. Make your way kind of towards the market square. Easy enough with your disguising. You do occasionally notice a very odd glance thrown your way. Like someone would see you and like double take. Or like,
I use my cane.
So, Nazir also has a hit on him. Just
Yeah.
so you're aware.
they're not,
Hence
they're
the-
not guards.
Well, not guards, but the meteor people are also after him.
Good.
He's probably
John
a higher
reminds
target than we are.
I gave me, Mama.
When we get to the tavern, I'll change it up.
We're going shopping.
We're
When
going
we
shopping.
go shopping, I'll change it up.
You guys are able to make your way easily enough to the Arcane Emporium. Next to it, again, you see continuing to grow, almost moving to this like almost too much antique shop stage of just there's too much stuff outside. Orum's Wonderful Goods. So it's there, yes.
Did anyone write down what all we got from the treasure?
Yeah, so
Did we
you
have
guys
to-
have the vibrating crystal that acted as the key, and then you have the tome.
Mama.
Yeah.
But
The language
did we
that you
find
cannot
the
read.
actual treasure?
That was the
Tome
treasure.
was the
That
treasure.
was the treasure?
The tome was the treasure.
Okay.
We also picked up like 110 gold, but a lot of that was used to bribe our way
Found a
past.
sword.
That's right. Okay, I couldn't remember if we used it all.
Yeah. Delara,
Okay.
Delara took a short sword off of Shaggy.
So we have like
Retro.
16
did.
gold from the recent dungeon dive. The
Okay, that's right. I couldn't
the
remember.
tome.
You were able to
Yeah.
ascertain that it was probably the tome of what you the
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah,
not
I remember
it was
now.
not specific.
I
It
didn't
just said
have
the
time to
treasure.
listen to it
Oh,
today,
what
so.
are
Fine.
you doing?
As you guys make your way to the Arcane Emporium, let me
James.
pull up where that NPC is. You guys once
Willow.
again.
Oh, never mind.
No, that was Willow's Wares.
Other area.
You guys once again see this gnome kind of female sitting there, Seraphina Stardust. As you walk in and ding ding ding, the door kind of rings. She kind of says, "Oh, hello, good morning, welcome to the Arcane. Oh, it's you all. Welcome back. Did you find some money? You all were a little broke the last time you were here. Now I do not judge."
Better yet, we took out your contract and we found your tome.
When you pull out the book, she looks at it in her whole, like, she's kind of this eccentric, really happy person. When she sees it, like, her whole demeanor starts to shift. You see her go, "Is that what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
I think it is the treasure that I have been seeking."
What?
The one for the contract, right?
Yes. That is the one which I will happily pay
It says
in trade
in kind.
What?
Why do you want it so bad?
I'm a collector, dear. I collect a variety of different artifacts and of various historical records. A little bit, everyone has hobbies.
I feel like this is the only time y'all have seen Delara and Alara just kind of like on the same page here. Like,
Yeah, it looks like it.
Collecting necromancy tomes is
wait a second. Oh, hey, Addie. I wasn't doing towards you. I was playing with him. Sorry, I scared your child, honestly.
She says, "I would be more than happy to trade for it. You were very interested in a few items last time, if I do recall.
What is so special about this tome?
It's part of a collection. It's a variety of writings that were created over the course of history, some 700, 900 years old. This one belonged to an individual by the name of Elok. He was a historian of sorts, a ruler of sorts, of a long forgotten kingdom. Simply an account of various events and mysteries that I would love to put into the timeline and the research that I'm conducting.
What research are you conducting?
It's history, darling. You have to find primary sources in order to unravel things.
Can I see if she's deceiving us in any way?
You can make an insight check.
Thanks.
Was Elok a beholder?
That was you noticed Elok was the name of. You were able to read on the name of it. It was called the Book of Elok, which I believe it also said the Unclean. And then the name of the chamber was called the Chamber of Elok, where life sustains.
Okay.
10.
Pretty shifty. Not hard to. It's kind of hard to read. Not really sure what's going on there. Could just be someone who's extremely excited to have a collectible.
Would it be pushing it too far? If
No,
I
you could
also
actually make an insight check too. I'll let two people make insight checks.
Okay.
You're really bad at insight, though.
Yeah, but we're the only one.
That's fine.
It would have been, we're too late for a date.
All
She's going to have to
right.
roll it separately.
Yeah, John was already passing on the journey.
13.
13?
Totally.
Yeah, hard to read.
Yeah.
Hard to read.
Oh no.
I want to try something.
Okay, try something.
It says, okay, because I haven't ever tried this.
Okay.
So it says
DM here.
DM. It says that I can choose a different word to use, a different command to use, as long as the DM allows it.
For what?
I want to use command
Okay.
and use the word truth and make her tell us the truth.
You most certainly can try.
Yay!
Okay. It is a.
This is gonna go so well.
I am going to cast command and say truth. And it is a wisdom saving throw.
Is it a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
It's definitely gonna
What's
work.
the DC?
Character.
14.
Oh, that's a 12.
What are your 5 questions?
Oh wait, no. I take that back. Sorry.
No.
That is a 15.
Wait, so 40 inspiration? Or no, is that separate?
I'll let you give her inspiration.
Oh, bardic inspiration. Right? That's a 1d8.
Well, you do have inspiration.
Yeah, so what?
Well, that wasn't a
Typically, I
roll.
would let you. How would you inspire her in a way? If you could tell me how you would inspire her in a
Yeah, but
way
she
that
didn't
doesn't
roll anything.
arouse suspicion.
But I didn't roll anything. I just used a command word.
Oh, well then, in that case, inspiration doesn't really help.
Okay.
Sorry. Forgot.
Well, inspiration as in the d20 or me helping?
Can you nega roll?
I think it's
That's
only when
only
it's
against
at
you.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. Man.
Well,
Fine.
As the magic kind of dissipates, and I believe it says they're aware of it, correct?
Oh no. Oh no.
It'll be fine.
It just says, it doesn't say that they know.
Okay.
It just says,
Yes, we're going
if
to
the target can't follow your command, the spell ends.
I'm going to make an Arcana check to see if she's able to figure out what she just did. What's your spell save DC?
Oh,
What is that again?
It's the what I just rolled against.
14.
14? That's a 13. I'm going to say she doesn't figure out what happened. She just kind of looks weird real quick.
cool. Yeah.
She says, I am telling the truth. I collect volumes of history.
Do you have any ill intent for this book? Or to use?
It's a history novel. But let's get down to business if you would like to trade. And you see she pulls out from the counter. She says, if I recall correctly, you all were extremely interested in this last time. It's quite a pricey item, but one I'd be willing to part with, given the dangers that you have undertaken.
What languages does she speak?
I don't think she...
You may have to.
Do you just ask her that?
I mean, you would have no way of knowing what languages she speaks.
Okay, so in Draconic, I look at Delara and I say, the speaker.
I'm gonna see if she speaks Draconic. Let's do.
I don't think this. Would the store clerk be the speaker?
I don't know.
No, but I'm seeing if I recognize anything on her face whenever I say it in Draconic. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see.
I will roll. I'm gonna roll a d20.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 10 and below. She does not speak Draconic.
Okay.
11 to 20. She does speak Draconic.
Okay.
Nope.
She does not speak Draconic.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I like
I
that.
tried.
cool idea.
I tried.
Cool idea. I like it.
Let's go through the rest of your
You
languages.
see, who all knows languages? Get the languages out. You see, she kind of takes from below the counter this metal rod and she kind of puts it out. And she says,
Delar grabs it. Yes.
Coda was interested in
Coda
that.
was
Not
interested in
Delara. Put it back.
Well, Coda's not here.
Coda's not here right now.
she
She
says, before you grab it, she says, huh? Trade.
John, give her the
This is an extremely valuable item. One of which I'm just sorry to part with, but seems fair.
What
to
else
me.
did you have to
seem
offer?
more eager to get the book than to the. You said like kind. I feel undervalued
Yes.
on this
She
trade.
says, this is worth 5,000 gold.
I would like
Right,
insight
but to
on
you
that.
the book seems
And that's what she
worth
told
a
you the
lot
price
more.
was when you guys were here last time. Anyone who was here
Yeah.
would be able to tell you that was the price.
Coda would know.
Coda would.
Coda would know. Coda's sitting there eating a sandwich like, yeah,
Well,
it's worth 5,000 gold.
John, I
Yeah,
say we
for
could
no reason.
take the book to another store and see if they might like it more.
Antique dealer or something.
Yeah.
Like that?
Just more.
Make a persuasion check on that. Let's see what we can do. I'll let you both persuade.
It's a 13.
You have inspiration. Just let me know.
17 plus 6.
23.
Oh. Delara's still got one hand on the removable rod.
Villar's like,
You realize
Yeah, but you didn't want it. Coda did,
I have an athletics of 10
right?
plus
but,
10.
But do you know what it is? Like,
Yes, I know what it
does
is.
Delara know what it is?
Does Delara know what it is?
Does she?
Because
know
you
what
were
make
not.
an
Delara,
arcana
I'm a
check.
noble.
Make an
Delara was
arcana
not
check,
here.
and I will let you add, if you don't have proficiency, I'll let you add your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Gold.
So make an arcana check, add your intelligence, and add.
Good.
Okay. Plus intelligence plus 3.
Uh-huh. What was your persuasion check, John?
I acquired this new thing called Flash of Genius, and I'm trying to see if it's
Oh, okay. What's
applicable
your,
in
The
this.
7.
yeah, I'm not sure. Shiny rod.
What is that?
Ability check. So is this an ability check?
I give you guys.
This would be an ability check, yes.
So when another creature you see or yourself within 30 feet makes an ability check or a savings throw, I can use a reaction and add plus. Oh, action. It would have to be in. Would that have to be in combat to use a reaction?
No, you can use your action right now.
I was gonna
Okay,
say
so
I can.
to add +4 to the roll, and
I give you guys.
I can use this feature 4 times, regaining them upon a long rest. So I would like to use Flash of Genius.
Yeah, for her, for yourself.
For myself.
Yeah, totally can.
Which would give me
Yeah,
a 17.
17. Okay, 17 plus
I
24.
think you have to give guidance before the roll.
I'll let you give guidance.
And guidance.
And guidance.
I've been kind of ruling it out of combat. I'll let you guys kind of add these things at the end in certain occasions. It saves you from having to yell guidance on every
Otherwise,
single
I have to
roll.
yell guidance every time
Guidance.
someone rolls.
So that's +4. So it's 17 plus 4, 21.
As long as it's not in combat,
Yeah.
he said I could do it.
Yeah, and kind of the same for Bardic Inspiration. I think Bardic Inspiration, they need to know like how you're doing it, because it's if you're trying to be discreet, you come pulling out your lute and be like playing a song, might be a little distracting, or it could work. I don't know. You tell me.
But otherwise,
You're a
if I
bard.
use guidance every time, like I would have to say it before every single roll.
She says,
Yeah.
wait, relax, fine. She says, my best offer. She pulls out a ring from kind of below the counter, and she sets it down. She says, this is the best offer you'll get, more than anybody else.
What is the ring?
It's a ring of protection, plus 1 to AC.
It is one of the things I want.
Do you have any items for me, ma'am?
Food just walks up like a 4-year-old.
No, she does not.
Because I bought my stuff last time, didn't I? I got my food.
This is not going to be everybody gets an item. This is you guys
Or
getting an
two.
additional item on a really good piece of role play and a really high persuasion roll.
Deal.
Good. She says, holds out her hand for the book.
But before you give it to her, just know I know you're shifty.
Shady?
That's what I said.
Minus the F.
She kind of looks at it for a second. And she goes, "Oh, rude."
Yeah.
Grabs the book, hands you the items.
I take the rod. I take the rod and put it in my bag of holding.
Both of you make dexterity checks.
John's just oblivious. And
John grabs the ring.
Like, okay.
I
You can
give-
add a ring of protection.
I give Bardic Inspiration to Delara. A 1d8 to your roll.
I mean, he's probably going to beat you on dexterity anyway, because he's a dexterity class, but...
Oh, what'd you get? Oh, okay.
2.
That's not bad.
So,
2.
okay.
Yeah.
Refresh
So
me
that's
on
a
what the rod does.
I
17?
don't know.
Okay.
I didn't win.
Alara, as you go to snatch it, Delara grabs it out of your hands.
Does a little
Out
like
of the game. What's this
twirl.
rod do again? It's
It's an immovable rod.
So when you press a button, it magically stays where it's at.
Can I
You're
say
holding-
something a little meta here?
Yeah.
If you, Delara, have the rod, Coda does not get said rod. When Coda
Laura
comes
doesn't
back.
have to keep said rod.
Okay.
We didn't really transfer magic items. That's actually a good point, and we'll kind of
That
take
is a
that
good
in the game.
point.
So we did not transfer magic items whenever Valentina left, nor did we transfer
Right.
the magic items whenever Coda left.
I'm just saying that.
So
like,
it is
know.
something to
If
consider.
Delara
It is something to
leaves-
consider.
You know, it is possible for you guys to keep it as like in the bag of holding as a party-ish item for
Okay.
whenever it is needed, as opposed to an individual item. You guys don't have like party gold or party loot, but that's something you could certainly start doing. Because
I know
like,
you want Coda to come
Valentina
back.
left with a couple of magic items. Coda left with a couple of magic items that we did not transfer, and it would be a little weird to be for a character in game to be like, oh well, I'm going to go adventure on my own. Here's all the things
Yeah.
that keep me
Yeah.
alive. Good luck.
I was.
Sorry, I just wanted to put that out there.
That's a
that
good point.
If Delara, because I know you want Coda to come back, Coda will not have access to that.
So,
She's
Unless
still gonna
Delara just
hold
like
it.
drops it.
I'm just kidding. No, she.
in game, so this is kind of a expensive piece for just one of us to hold. Would you mind if the party kept it in its bag of holding?
Fair enough. She has it
I
to
put it in my
Laura.
bag of holding for the party.
Yes, you can add an immovable rod, you can add a ring of protection. And well done, because I had not planned to give you both of those items, but you guys did extremely well.
Excellent.
Okay. You see...
I wasn't trying to be a jerk.
Oh yeah, I get
swear.
it. I get it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think you're thinking more of Coda wanted this,
Yeah.
so I'm going to keep it.
Also, Delara has an acrobatics modifier plus 10 with a mobile pole that she could
Well, I was
like,
hoping I would just.
swoop around and just.
I was hoping that I would just beat you on dexterity, but I have +1.
Yeah, I have plus 3. Plus Food's Bardic Inspiration.
You said immovable rod, right?
An immovable rod.
It is now in the bag of holding. Someone has to remember that because Alara will not.
I will not either.
John?
How do we go about? I mean, so what applications is this?
So
Useful.
So it is one of those magical items.
Looks like these.
So it is one of those magical items that you guys can be extremely creative with. So what it does is it's a flat iron rod that has a button on one end. You can use an action to press the button, which causes the rod to become magically fixed in place. Until you or another creature uses an action to push the button again, the rod doesn't move, even if it's defying gravity. The rod can hold up to 8,000 pounds of weight. More weight causes the rod to deactivate and fall. The creature can use its action to make a DC 30 strength check, moving the fixed rod up to 10 feet on a success. So it is a item that allows for extreme creativity, similar to the alchemy jug.
So, question though.
Mhm.
It is an attunement.
Oh,
and
it
if
is?
it's in the bag of holding, I cannot have.
You would have to grab it.
I would have
attune
to
it, and use it.
unattune from something and then attune to that.
Require attunement?
It's
Uh,
green.
If it's in the bag, I don't think it would have to really acquire attunement just for transportation.
I don't think it
would have
requires
to acquire
attunement.
for use.
It's showing green, and those normally mean that it is.
It's in my folder of favorite items in D&D, so I'm gonna look it up.
I don't think it does. Let me confirm.
While you do that,
I just want to make sure.
No, it does not
sorry.
require an attunement. The green is the rarity.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, the green is its rarity. It is uncommon.
Okay, sorry.
Let's say it like down here.
So no
Okay.
fancy magic items you also have at your store currently.
She's got a variety of items if you're interested. Last time she talked to you guys through, like, there's a ring of animal friends there for 4,000 gold. There's a ring of evasion for 5,000 gold. There is sending stones for 2,000 gold, Zarada climbing.
You have a robe of useful items that lets the wearer conveniently hold any items they have.
He literally started crying because Ember walked away from him. How cute is that?
He'll fall in love. It's whatever. Hi, fam.
It's her blue eyes. It's his blue eyes.
She got
And
big
her-
ol'
And
eyes.
her eyes, too. Literally. Look, she's at the gate. She walked away from him.
Let me work on that because I don't know how much that would cost. That was something I put down, but I need to figure out what the price is dependent upon the number of items.
Oh, I get it. 100%. Yeah,
I was thinking.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Um,
I saw shiny. I wanted it.
I know.
So
I saw Rod. It is mine.
it was mine. My rod.
I attuned to the ring of protection, but it did not increase my armor
Your
class.
armor class is broken. I gotta figure out how to fix it.
Is that yours or mine?
I think it's
That's
mine.
mine.
Okay.
No,
I will mess with that. In the meantime, what all would you guys like to do?
Where were we headed to after the
We need to go to the tavern.
the tavern?
To find salt beer.
I would like to go visit Orn.
You certainly can. As you walk into the door, you notice.
I look at Delora and I say, "Have you ever met Orn?"
I was here the first time you went. Not
Were
the
you?
first time.
I have a short-term memory.
Yeah. I can tell.
I want to go visit Orn.
You fixed it?
I will change my appearance.
Okay.
After we already went to.
Yes, I forgot.
What are you wanting from Warren? Are you just wanting to pay a visit?
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
As you enter into the shop, again, like, it's starting to give you vibes of, like, that antique mall that's just got a little bit too much. Like, there's just, like,
Not enough room to walk.
stuff sitting outside. Like, there's just a bunch of stuff in there. As you guys enter, once again, you pass, like, this burly half-orc who's standing at the entrance, who's kind of sitting on a stool. He looks you guys up and down as you go, and he's like, "No trouble now."
I want to try and scare Orn.
How would you like to do that?
Okay.
No trouble, says the orc. I want to scare
I
Arn.
want to sneak up behind him.
Make a stealth check.
Oh, this is gonna
In
be
your clumsy
great.
armor.
Wait, no. I think she took that away.
No, she's got boots on.
Yeah.
That's one of the items you guys bought
Yeah.
in the first pack.
Okay, did you sneak on him?
No, I got a nat 2.
Look, this is the first time y'all have seen Delara just starts dying.
I got a 3.
As you kind of enter in,
You have a plus
you guys-
stealth?
1.
you kind of crouch down. You go behind a giant stack of stuff, and you kind of move forward, lean against it just a little bit too far, and then Orange sitting there, kind of goes, "Oh,
Hey!
Gotcha!
oh, my friends! Oh, my good friends, whom I love dearly. Welcome back to my shop." As he says that, and all of a sudden, like, he like sweeps a bunch of random stuff off the counters, falls over. He's like, it's so good to see you again. Where have your adventure? Tell me all about your adventures. No, stop. I could not care less. Don't tell me anything. What can I do you for?
I still
Don't
have my
tell him
pet Orn.
anything.
He says, oh, the magical creature that I sold you. You do. And it looks so
I want to see if Orn's lying though.
healthy.
Oh no, Orange lying
You
to
make
you.
an insight check.
Is it better than a 3?
Yes. That would be 12.
I mean, yeah, you're gaining some confidence. Like, this is now your second insight check. The first one you failed. So
I did
I'm going to say
miserably.
on this side, this time you're like, I'm not so sure.
I cast thaumaturgy,
Huh?
and I use my booming voice, and I say,
Are you lying? He goes, no! I told you, it is a very special kind of creature that comes from the Feywild, where it is known for its mischievousness and its connection to the Sealy Court. Yes, that's exactly it. Brought at great price across the plains.
Orin,
What?
I know you're lying. It's okay.
I am not lying.
Delora just kind of leans over to him like,
Says, I cannot believe I don't even know you. Why are you here impugning my honor as a merchant? I cannot. He says, Bixby, come. And from the corner you hear, this giant, you see standing up this large Goliath slowly gets out of the chair and starts walking up. He says, yes, boss. He says, these four, out for the day. I will not stand for such negative behavior.
wait,
He says, kick them out! Kick them out! And Bigsby says, alright. Boss says you guys gotta go for the day. Time to go. He starts
See you tomorrow!
shushing you towards the door.
I have a question I'd like to ask Lauren.
He is
You're being
not
ushered
paying
out.
any attention. He's like, out!
See you
Out!
tomorrow!
Take them out! And call me a liar in my own shop. I cannot believe it!
See you tomorrow,
Would you
Orin.
like to-
Okay, before he exits us out, this is a half orc, correct?
Yeah.
I try,
This is a Goliath. He's a half orc by the door.
okay, I tip my hat and become a female half orc, and I try to
Female
convince
giant?
him. Yeah, convince him not to do that.
It's the Goliath keeping you out. So he's just
Yeah.
like, he sees you like transform into something else, and he's just like, And he kind of continues to push you down.
So here's what I got an idea. I just want to try this.
John's outside waiting on the bench.
John is this far from casting fireball, guys.
I'm out sitting by John.
Oh, okay. I want to watch it happen. But
So
I'm
I-
just gonna-
I wink at the Goliath and say, I have one more question.
Oh my goodness.
He says, make it fast.
Wow.
Oh, brother.
So I walk up to Orin and I say,
No, you were. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I thought you were asking him. You are not allowed in.
okay.
They are both standing at the door. You would have to come back the next day.
Oh, okay.
You've been banned for a day from Orange
Oh.
Shop.
Is there a window I see?
It is completely covered in junk.
Yeah.
But there is a window.
So you're saying there's a
There is
window?
no way.
What all would you like to do? You
Nothing.
find yourself back out
No.
in the market square.
I think we should finally do something and go to the bar or whatever.
Yeah, the tavern.
Easy enough, especially with Delara and Fu. You guys are relatively familiar with the town. Even though you may not have been to the Black Sail Tavern before, its reputation precedes you. You guys cross the Ebb and Flow River once again, finding yourself in what's called the North Docks. The docks in Rivercrest are kind of divided. There's the Obsidian Quay, which is really almost like a port. Rivercrest is known for taking smaller kind of river-faring vessels that are kind of traveling north from Ironhold and various places up in the mountains. And in this section where the river begins to widen and deepen, is goods are transferred on the various docks to large barges, which then continue moving the goods down to the Twilight Mooring, where they're then transferred again to seafaring vessels. So you guys notice in the North Docks, as you guys begin to make your way there, you guys have been to the Riverfront Park, you've been to the Artisan District, you've been kind of to the Temple District, which is a little bit more rundown. You guys are getting into like the sketchy part of town. Like, this is the part where you start rolling up your windows if you had them. You're like, let's just make sure the door's locked again. As you make your way there, you see, even this early in the morning, there is, and I'd say it's kind of pushing maybe mid-morning at this point. I mean, there's people working. There are people loading and unloading. Dock workers move with purpose. You hear foremen that kind of continue to, shout orders and directions. You see just a variety of activity. These it may be an interesting part of town, but the people here know how to work, and they do not mess around when it comes to earning their day's wage. As you guys make your way eventually through all these warehouses and various buildings, you see what you can only imagine is the tavern that is the Blacksail Tavern. It is pretty recognizable, based off the fact that it kind of looks a little bit like a boat, and it has kind of black kind of banisters going from, flowing from it in a way that would make you be like, yeah, this is probably the place. You see a variety of individuals out front. There are tables there, individuals that are there drinking, even though it is still mid-morning, people that are well within their cups.
The 9th hour.
It is the 9th hour of the day, and these people have not been drinking the new wine. They are certainly on the old stuff. You hear kind of these loud noises, as you kind of approach. You do see kind of a larger individual human, pretty muscular, standing kind of near the door on one side as you guys begin to approach.
Do I know this individual's name?
Have you been to the Blacksail Tavern before?
You said she knew of it.
You would know of it because you're from Rivercrest, but do you think you've been here?
I bet Foos played here.
I mean, do you think that Laura would have gone to the least classy part of town either to seek information or to drink?
Possibly to seek information because she learned that... What's his name? New information. Like, she learned that somehow, is my thought.
Oh, wait, what?
The Dragonborn that we talked to. She knew that he knew something.
How did she know that she knew?
I can't remember what you're referring to. I'm sorry.
At the beginning of the session, the Dragonborn.
Oh, she knew he recognized the last name.
Okay.
When you introduced yourself.
I thought she knew there was... Like, why was she trying to get to him? Like, she was trying to get to him.
I think that she was... Yeah, I'm understanding now, sorry.
Yeah.
So she had heard of him, I would say in kind of her investigations. Like, Navir is not a unknown individual. He's known in the town, and you would know this, he's kind of a hermit. Some people think he's crazy, some people think he's dead. Some people think that, it's kind of like that old house that you hear all the rumors about. They're like, it's haunted. Anybody who goes in there, no one ever comes out. It's full of traps and it will kill you. Like, you hear all these random rumors. You had kind of heard that he is an individual who may have knowledge about what had happened at town you grew up in. So you would gain that knowledge. I'm not sure how you would have through various contacts. If you want to know him, I'd say Fu probably knows him. So okay. I mean, this is a man by the name of Anlo.
Anlo?
Anlo.
So the guard at the front of the door is named Anlo.
Mm-hmm. He's kind of the bouncer.
I would not know. Hello, friend. Is by chance Saltbeard still in there?
He looks. He says, "It's 2 copper to drink, 5 copper if you're staying for food."
All right.
Let's party.
There's a door
I assume
fee.
that's okay, door fee. And it is
No,
what?
I can't see ours.
What?
He was watching Mickey.
Yeah, you guys easily enough paid a couple of copper. I would say Fu, from knowing him, was able to kind of talk him up and make him forget that he didn't pay his couple of copper and make his way in. To your question of is Saltbeard there, as you guys enter the tavern, he kind of points to a table kind of along kind of the far wall, kind of corner booth. You see an individual there, kind of an old, grizzled human. He's got a large beard, wearing an eye patch. He also, as you kind of look at him and as you get closer, He's kind of sitting there, he's eating, he's just kind of talking to everybody. And this place is full. Like, you're in a tavern in the middle of the morning, and there are dozens of people in here that are drinking, that are eating. Kind of as you walk in, a scuffle breaks out kind of in the corner to your right, and some people kind of go around, start cheering. You see some people making bets. There's probably 30 or 40 people, pushing maybe 40 people in here. It is pretty full. And as you guys push your way to the crowd, coming up to the table of this person whom was pointed out to you, he kind of looks up at you expectantly. Says, good morning.
Morning, Saltbeard.
It seems that you know who I am. I don't know if I've made your acquaintance.
I am John Brooke.
John Brooke? How would you know of me?
I have a mutual acquaintance with you, sir.
A mutual acquaintance. Great. Makes for mutual drinking, buddies. Have a seat. Have a seat. Invites you guys to sit down.
We sit.
Yeah. He says, he kind of flags down. He says, around for the table, lass. Bring it. Keep them coming until at least one of us is unconscious. Then bring them again.
I have a question.
Some sandwiches.
I'm an elf, so does it take me a long time to get drunk?
Oh my gosh.
Probably.
I
don't know. If we're going by Lord of the Rings logic,
Yeah.
where Legolas was able to outdrink Gimli,
That's my plan.
I'd say you're pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
That was my plan.
You guys are brought a variety. Definitely a lightweight. You guys are brought a variety of drinks. Food is available for you if you'd like to. I'd say it's 2 silver for a combination of those. I'll start.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 silver.
He says, so, mutual acquaintance, who's that?
I would like to, perception check to see if anybody's eavesdropping or listening.
You can make a perception check, but I would just tell you, there are people everywhere. Like, the booth behind you, in front of you, like, the table beside you. Like, this place is packed. It is hard to have a private conversation. Your best guess is that with a number of kind of raised voices, odds are that most people probably aren't going to be paying attention. Most people seem pretty engrossed in what they're doing, but with the crush of people, it'd be hard to say, like, as somebody specifically eavesdropping.
Well,
you've met Fu, right?
Fu, do you think you've met this guy?
Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your toes.
Maybe I've seen him once before.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say he probably doesn't recognize you. So
Okay.
besides, you're that one who sings every now and then. But anyways.
yeah, he might recognize the entertainment, but people come through here all the time. Some people don't last the whole night. It's a rough crowd. If you don't entertain them, they're gonna start throwing things. So he says, "Acquaintance, who's that?"
Nazir told us that you were a man to seek out.
Nazir, you met the old Merc. Oh goodness, the man is wow.
Mercenary.
We go way back. Let's see. He kind of starts counting. He's like Dragon's Roost, this Coral Conclave. Yeah. I see.
What was that one?
Calling in some favors. Is that it? Sorry. What?
That's how he put it. Yeah.
What was the question you
I
asked?
thought you said squirrel concave.
Oh, he says no. We go back quite a ways. I suppose he saved my life a couple of times. First of all, the mess we got in at Dragon's Roost down in the Frostfire Isles was on a crew with him. We went ashore. We're seeking something in an old ruin. Don Naganir killed all of us, and then here comes the old Merc running out of the ruins. 5 Naga chasing after him. He grabs me by the arm and drags me back to the beach and throws me into the boat, rows me back out. I'll tell you, the arrows were flying. No idea how he managed to survive that one. Kissed by the gods, he is lucky. And then, after that, the Coral Enclave sent some ships after us. Shipwrecked we were. But once again, pulled me out of the water onto that piece of driftwood. Sat at sea for 4 days we did before we were finally picked up by a passing vessel. Sure that he probably told you all that, right? Yeah, I bet he did.
Not at all.
Alara looking bored. She goes, "Hey, you want to see a trick?"
Says, "I love a trick." He takes another drink.
I cast thaumaturgy and open all the windows.
You see everyone go, "Oh!" Hey! Cheers go up. He says, well, enough reminiscing from old times. If he sent you my way, a favor is old. What can I do you for?
Do you remember why we came here?
And this is where
The
I
warehouse.
forget to take my brain putters out.
Above board.
Yeah.
The warehouse for the
That's right.
thing.
The black rock for the thing.
The powder.
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah, so you were
something
sent,
in here.
there was a warehouse reference
Right.
that seemed to be the center of trade and a lot of activity. There was one specific warehouse. Navir seemed to think that Brayden might know which one it was.
So in a more hushed, conservative tone, I leaned forward and said, I was told you might know of a warehouse that an organization is using.
Says warehouse. There's a lot of warehouses in the talk slide. You're gonna have to be a little more specific than that. He has zero care for the fact that you're trying to be discreet. He's just everything is just coming out the way it's coming out.
The Black Rock.
The Black Rock. Oh, you mean the Tusk? The meteor stuff, right? Oh yeah, I know about that one. Bunch of our lads end up pulling security for it, but tell you what, I can tell you all kinds of things, but I might have a deal for you. You could walk away with some information, or perhaps, maybe, we might be able to assist you in whatever this thing is. Don't pay good wages, this group. And you see that, he kind of touches his nose and winks. He's like, that group that you're talking about. They don't negotiate the union contracts or pay the union wages. Tend to be a little bit rough on our workers. We'd love to stick one to them.
I did not take you as a union man.
They kind of... He's like, I'm not sure how to respond to that. I have no idea how to respond to it. Well, you know, the dock workers group, we gotta look out for each other. You know, we all stick together, get some better wages. Says, so, what do you say?
We need help.
No. How? Before
Speak up, lass. It's awful quiet in here. It's awful loud in here. It's hard to hear you whenever you're skulking over there in the corner.
Okay, before we go out on this whole whatever we're planning on, how do we plan on doing it? Like, what are we even
He
doing?
says, well, I have information, and given if you all are interested, you may be able to gain a favor. What do you say, lads? And he kind of turns around to the group, and you hear a cheer, and start chanting. Then as you hear that, all of a sudden they start saying, to the cage, to the cage, to the cage.
Where's the cage?
Totally on brand for Foo to start chanting that too.
I'm thinking this
Solar
over.
takes Thu's hand and just slowly
Are we
pushes
going
them
to the?
down.
Are we going to the cage?
You see everybody is standing. They're starting to make their way towards you. To the cage. To the cage. Hands start to grab you on the shoulders and pick you up. There are dozens of people here. You are welcome to resist if you would like. However, given the fact that 30 people in this bar seem to be taking you in that direction, it seems that your lot may be cast.
Wait a second.
As you say that, a hood is put over your head. Arms grab you and start yanking you and walking you. Foo just...
I keep drinking my drink.
I T-pose already.
As you guys are slowly drug away, you guys are taken, you hear...
I say,
the
don't touch the butt.
chanting continues. To the cage. To the cage. To the cage. You guys are unsure of your surroundings since you have a hood over your head. You know that you've gone down some stairs at some point. The chanting has not stopped and seems to only have grown in vigor as more and more people seem to have joined this. Suddenly, the hoods are pulled off your heads, and you all find yourself in the middle of...
Chanting with you.
He's a little DM.
You all find yourself in the middle of what you
cage?
could only presume to be the cage. You see in front of you a section that is I would say probably like almost 100 feet long. You see it's maybe about 50 feet wide, rectangular. There is a cage. There's walls along the side that are about 8 foot in wood. This seems to be set down. You all are sitting upon some kind of dirt, maybe a little bit of mud. There is a door that's kind of behind you that was slammed closed. And as the hoods are pulled off and you're shoved inside of this, all of a sudden the crowd begins to cheer loudly. And you hear from the very center, you see an individual that is wearing kind of a very decadent top hat in a long trench coat. You know this individual. This is the one that was running the gambling in the alley.
Oh my goodness.
And he stands in the center and he says, "Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the cage!" And everyone says, "Cage, cage, cage, cage." He says, "Today, seeking their favor from the Union, we have here..." What is your all's names?
The Wanderers.
The Wanderers!
Number 322.
Number 322 for some reason. And you hear some scattered shouting. You hear some occasional boos. And he says, "Today, we once again move to a test of skill. Life, imitating art, imitating life, imitating battle ball." And everybody goes, "Yeah! Cage, 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 cage." Across the way, you see another thing open up, and 4 kind of younger-looking individuals look really determined. They're kind of a little bit scrawny. They kind of come in. They're like, "And in this corner of the match, we have..." What's your all's names?
The Wanderers.
They say something. He's like, "The Novices!" They're like, "That's not our name." He's like, "I don't care. The Novices!"
Oh, he said our name.
And he says, "The first match to see who can make it to the championship shall begin." Let me...
Can I give you 2 gold to make us not do this?
No, I'm ready.
Delara's kind of pumped at this
So
point.
ready.
Cracks her knuckles. Well,
Oh, we
cracks
have
the
paper?
one.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, this is a homebrew like custom.
Oh,
thing,
I'm
isn't it?
short one.
It's okay.
I thought I printed 4. I'm so sorry.
The battle
So,
ball.
let's talk about the game which you are going to play. You all are about to participate, and we shall see.
You wish.
Let me show you what this field is going to look like.
Yes. Let us move the things.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I've listened to a podcast where they do something similar, and I'm stoked. I don't know exactly what this is, but I'm just. I thought he was handing us another character sheet. I was like, wait.
So you guys find yourself upon a field, and we shall talk through this.
Saltbeard has some really weird ways of paying off
Yeah.
favors.
So while he's setting this up, I had an idea for a one shot. We all roll dice.
Randy, you leave the yeast alone.
He's curious.
So we all play each
Are you
other's
hungry?
characters in like a non-canon one shot.
I need a paper towel. I went too far.
You got it.
You went too far. What, Bubba? I can't hear you. I'm old.
Okay, I guess I
You're
should
gonna eat
read these.
something?
I'm sorry.
I want a carrot.
Carrot, do you want an orange?
No, I didn't. I was wrong. So you guys see,
Okay, let Daddy get you an orange.
you're on a field, and I will explain the rules to you as well.
Oh my goodness.
There is here.
Get it.
Ooh.
I'm liking this.
A goal.
Yeah.
Is this Quidditch?
You want to?
No.
Soccer?
We'll do it if you want to.
Kinda.
Cool.
Delara kind of looks at Alara. Still got that rod?
Yes.
Good, we
But
can
not
push
for
your
you.
body through it.
I think we can use our magic items.
What'd you say?
So, you guys find yourself on the field. I will let you decide which side you want as the home team. This is a game that is known as Battle Ball. So here's how it's going to work. This is going to, first of all, run an initiative order. The goal of this game is to score as many points as possible within a set amount of time, which in this case is going to be a number of rounds that the games are going to take. Your goal, you may not The only rule is that you may, or well, one of the rules is that you may not set out to intentionally kill an enemy player.
John.
Battle Ball is not a death match. However, on rare occasions, players have been known to die on the field when the game gets a little bit
No
too
fireball.
extreme. So you can somebody put it in the water?
Yes, you can unplug that bottom.
I'm full battery.
You can, if you do not mind, you can attack enemies. You can do various.
I saw nothing.
I see nothing.
I am blind. Okay.
No.
I would
So-
I would save Mando.
Oh, don't die.
So, like I said, you can attack enemies if you so desire.
This is
The game is going to last for 10 rounds. I'm going to do it first.
that's
We're going to do a practice game, so you guys kind of learn the mechanics, and then we'll see how much time we have left. We may have to do the main game later.
Oh, it's 10.
You guys, there is a goalie box, which is here. There's only one set position, which is the goalie. Okay? You score a goal by shooting the ball into the goal. The goalie is the only person who can enter the goalie box. So in that case, it's a little bit like soccer.
I'm the goalie.
The sport, when a team scores, the defending goalie immediately takes control of the ball, and all players go back to their starting positions, and then we start again. By the end, it is who has earned the most number of points is the one that's the winner. You have some actions you can take. So an action could be like a pass. If you want to pass the ball from one teammate to another, you can pass a maximum of 30 feet. To make a pass, it's a dexterity check, and then you have to beat a character. You have to beat a certain modifier. Like the pass is successful, the result roll is higher than 10. You can also shoot, and so you can see there kind of the different distances on shooting the ball. You can also tackle another player. So if a player has a ball, you can use your action to tackle them. And that pushes them 10 feet away. You have to make a contested, so you make a strength check against their either strength or dexterity. You can also attempt to steal the ball on your turn. As a bonus action, you can pick up the ball. And as a reaction, you can either intercept the ball, so stop a passed shot. Right, so if the ball is not in possession and it enters your range as it is passed by you, you can use your action to take that, or you can lunge in the direction of your choosing, which is to move up to 10 feet in any direction. If you're holding the ball and if you take damage, it's a concentration check, right? So you can cast spells, you can do various things along those lines, but it's whoever can score the most points within the set number of rounds is the people that are going to win. Just some tips for you guys. The goalie should be someone with a high dexterity, because... Oh, that's ours.
He's just standing there.
So the goalie should be someone with a high dexterity, as their job is to intercept the ball. The goalie should also maybe be a ranged combatant, such as an archer or a caster, because they're going to be away from the action for most of the match, right? So your reaction is to intercept the ball. If you, the goalie is going to probably stand in the middle of the goal and try to intercept it, right? But they're still going to want to attack, right? So they can attack somebody, see if they can knock the ball.
So like a rogue with a longbow, maybe, or a short bow.
Wonder where we could get
Casters
one of those.
may wish to spend your time as defenders closer to the goalie, where you have the most range to influence the battlefield with your spells. Ranged combatants and characters with dexterity-based builds are better in the middle of the field, and high strength is better as attackers. Be careful when using your reaction to hit a passing enemy on an opportunity attack, because then you don't have a reaction to either intercept the ball or lunge. Okay? So we're gonna do a practice game against the novices. That is why I have that as part of this, so that you guys can kind of learn how to run this game. Yeah. And then whoever wins this will move on to the championship round, where that's where the stakes are at. Okay.
Cool.
What questions could I answer about the rules?
Can we use spells?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I need
Spells
to
are
know.
allowed.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what questions to ask. I've just got to
Yeah,
play.
we're just
them.
gonna.
Yeah.
That's why I have the
Yeah.
first game, which is kind of a practice game. Which side of the field do you guys want?
How about we do this side, so that
Okay.
way you can work this.
So there's 4 starting positions.
He's dealing with markers.
We can always move this if we need to.
So these are the starting positions. So the goalie starts there because we always reset to the starting positions.
Okay.
That's the opposing enemies.
So who has the highest
X's and O's,
strength?
actually. I'm just kidding.
X's and O's!
Who-
On me.
I don't think we're as strong group.
I will probably yours uses your intelligence for like attacks and stuff like that. I might let you use that. That seems like it would make sense.
They're meant for combat. They're the enemy tokens. Cast fireball.
Fireball! What? Are you so sad? You got some crocodile tears?
Some hold me tears.
Do I want to be held? You want to play basketball?
Yeah, Glint sure does. Oh, you do? I'll let
He
you
wants to play soccer ball. We can't play in the backyard. We're busy in here.
We're playing soccer ball right here. Yeah.
We're playing battle ball.
Oh, sorry, battle ball.
Sorry.
You're good.
It's like soccer, but with swords and bows and arrows.
And death.
So, okay, one more question. I can just straight
Shoot somebody. Then they have to make if you hit, they have to make a concentration check or drop the ball.
Okay.
But that means they can smack us.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Alara, protect me.
Alara is. I don't know if Alara is going to protect you.
That's true. I don't know.
Alara is like, I could.
I could.
So, I will let you guys decide where you are at in the game. So, who is what position? So, the only set position is goalie. Outside of that, you guys can decide who is going to be at what starting position.
I think the goalie should be Dalara.
You also have a bow.
Yeah.
I have a bow. I do have a bow.
And you have highest dex, which means you're most likely to on a reaction save.
Okay.
So from a mechanic standpoint, you probably want to stay here, because if it moves adjacent to you, you can make a reaction to try to save it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I missed some of that while I was in here, so I might need some help.
So that's fine.
This is a play round, a test
Yeah,
round.
we're going to test round. You guys are playing the novices first, because
Okay.
like literally so that we could have 5 rounds of test.
Okay.
So
I think.
I think you should be
Fair.
fine. Excuse you.
I'll be back by the goalie so that I can help protect that area.
I like it. You want me to fix it? Let me fix it.
Not to protect her, but to protect the area.
I thought you were okay with me in this episode.
Mama,
Yeah.
I played the after that. And after that.
then I need everybody to please make a roll for initiative.
Excellent.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What
Oof.
is
Whoa, whoa,
That's
whoa.
How do you do that in D&D Beyond? To roll
D20.
initiative?
You just click your
It's right
initiative
here.
modifier.
Oh, yeah, we're initiative.
Anybody?
No, it's
Well,
intelligence.
I don't know if I want to drink this. Why is it sparkling?
Stuff.
It's.
You see
I haven't died
Give
yet,
them.
so.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What hurt a rat?
Dirty 20.
You rolled a 20?
Dirty 20.
Oh,
Quack. Quack.
I think I also got a dirty 20.
Nice.
Oh, we were supposed to wait for him to have.
Oh, don't ask.
No, that's totally fine.
Don't tell.
15 and above.
Yes.
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 Alara, what did you get?
18.
Okay. Foo
20.
and John.
20.
I'll let you guys decide who goes first.
You can go first.
I'll go first.
We have Foo.
Delara doesn't play many sports.
Delara, what do you have?
10.
10? Okay.
Before we start, I'm going to run to the restroom.
Yeah.
Since I rolled amazing initiative. He's watching Tangle.
Kevin is Ashley for this.
Yes.
We are probably going to need to be done at 8
I
tonight.
want
but if that's what we're-
That's kind of my plan. We might be done early. I don't know if we're gonna have time to play the second match, so we'll probably
Because he's,
do.
So what's
he's
that?
very tired.
Okay.
So, and he will not sleep while we're doing it because there's too much. This is what we're doing.
Mama, I don't have berries.
You're right. The dice does not have batteries.
I'm taking it.
Hey,
Oh, you want to see Daddy's dice?
Yeah, look at Dad's. His move.
Shake Daddy's dice.
Okay, shake it and look at
Did
it.
you get him a set of those?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
That's just like the drink we had tonight.
17. That's pretty good.
I did it.
Good job.
I did it.
Stretch. Get it.
You didn't like it?
It wasn't for me.
It's not.
I saw it.
It was bubbly.
It wasn't worth 25 years.
I saw the sweets. I did
Are
it.
you making a review video on it?
What's
Yeah,
that, Mama?
like-
I really like the box.
I just had to make a post about it.
Mommy,
Yeah.
don't break that.
I will not. I paid good money for it.
You're
Don't
not-
break that.
You're not breaking
I spent
that?
Daddy's money on it.
Oh,
She just realized that no one was with her in there. And
Mama.
then she was in the basket. I walked in there and she was literally sitting in the tiniest basket she could find.
Yeah, that's not my.
She is a little cat.
That is
That is my
romantic.
wife.
No, we're not doing this. We're not just gonna stand up on them. That hurts Mama.
I think Keith got in a fight with our toilet.
He did.
I think the toilet won.
Hey, do you need help?
Do you fall in?
I don't think that'd be possible unless he was trying a handstand.
Maybe.
Did you close the door?
What?
Did
Yes.
you close the door?
I did
Did you put the lid down?
Yes, I put the
Wash
lid.
hands.
Alright.
Yes, I washed my hands.
Okay.
So order shall be.
Did you pray after you washed your hands?
Fu will be
I washed
first.
my
What's the order of that
hands,
step?
Mama. I washed my hands.
Oh, good. I'm glad you washed your hands.
Fu will go first, followed
them
by
off.
Noah, Katie, then two of them, Keith, the other two. So everyone's on their own initiative. Otherwise, they would all just go at the same time and score like 5 times.
You got it.
So, Fu, you are up first. Let's go nice and slow. What would you like to do?
I am going to do a
Not
spell.
having it right now, right?
Okay, what would you like?
I would like to cast blindness on 3, 4, and 2.
Okay, it is what's the save on that?
I will tell you.
14?
These poor kids.
You look at them; they're like this really like plucky group of juveniles, but like not in a good way.
Con 14.
Con 14. That's a fail. That's a fail. That's a fail.
Bam! Right in their eyes.
They're kind of sitting there and they're like.
Where'd you go?
They're kind of freaked out.
Just see Fu finger guns.
That would be cool. I, need
Blindness.
Blind.
I should do that. So that was my 4th level spell, by the way. Done.
You might consider you have one more match after this. Just for your information, because this is the practice match, you will have a championship match next. So if you want,
And we won't get a rest.
No rest.
you will not get a long rest.
Are we?
Alright.
Are we counting arrows? Okay, sweet.
Alright.
Sweet.
I'm just gonna take like 5 gold from you every like 7 seconds.
I would like to
That
use a
sounds great.
3rd level blindness and
Yeah.
just blind
2 of them.
3 and 4, please.
They both failed.
Alright.
So these kids are sitting there. They're like, yeah, we're gonna. Where'd everybody go? Would you like to use? You have a movement and a bonus action.
Okay. I will 1, 2, and attempt to kick it.
So your bonus action is to pick it up.
I will pick it up.
Okay, so bonus action, you have ball. Now, if you want to, as an action, you can either shoot it, pass it, tackle, or steal. So if you want to try to get closer, you can attempt to make a shot.
Okay.
But again, that's the roll that you make. So you make a strength-based attack plus your proficiency, and then based off what you get, shows how far you want to roll it. So you've moved 10 feet, you have 20 more feet of movement, so if you want to move, you can move. Let's say this means you have the ball.
I will attempt to pass the ball to John.
I do have less strength than you, just saying.
I think I'm gonna let you use your intelligence. That's how you make all of your attack rolls as an artificer. I'm gonna let you use your int. Just same way you do with your lightning gauntlets. Makes the same amount of sense to me as anything else, and that's how I'm rolling. So,
Alright.
if you want to give the ball to John, I will say you can roll for a pass,
Okay, I'll roll for a pass.
and you need to make a dexterity-based attack plus your proficiency. So roll a dexterity check, add +3.
Alright, it's a 20.
Dirty 20.
Great. Pass the ball easily enough to John.
Yeah.
Kind of hand it off. Are you wanting to stay there? You have 20 more feet of movement.
I will move to my left 4 spaces. Yes.
This left?
Yes.
Like left, or
That,
left and up?
right there.
Okay.
All right. That's end of your turn. John, it's your go.
All right. I have 30 feet of movement.
Yep.
Who has the ball?
I have the ball.
Okay.
The
Oh, that's
little
the
ring.
ball. Okay.
1,
We actually want that on our character
Okay.
at this point.
3,
4. That's
4.
20. You can't go in the goalie box. So that's as close as you can get.
And so I'm trying to throw it, kick it into the goal.
Yep, so go ahead and make a shot. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a...
That was a phone.
Whose phone?
It's fine. So make basically an
recording.
intelligence check and then add your proficiency to it.
Can you see him? He's in the playpen.
He's fine.
Question.
Yeah.
Could I go into the other goalie?
No, you can't leave your goal.
You're the only set position as
Okay,
goalie. I'll let
gotcha.
you guys... If you guys want to change that, you can.
Oh no, I'm
So-
good. I was just.
That is a 19 total.
19 total, which means it's going to go 20 feet, which is more than what you need. He's going to attempt to use his reaction to make a save. He needs to pass a 19, which he does not with a 10. So, shot into the goal. Ta-da!
And John goes with it.
John,
He just forgot to let go.
Yep. So, that is 1 point for you guys. So, whenever you score a goal, the goalie picks it up, and we restart in their initiative order. So, he's going to pick it up. Everyone goes back to their starting positions. It is now Alara's turn.
So who has the ball?
Their goalie has the ball.
I'll take a grape.
You can attack,
great.
you can cast a spell.
I'm.
You play great grapes.
That's very great from your shot.
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy
Okay.
and shake the ground.
Okay, what are you trying to achieve?
Trying to knock the blind people prone.
Yeah, make him fall over.
That's going to be beyond. There's a spell that does that. Like to actually make them fall prone.
No, like just make him unsteady.
Off balance?
I will give them disadvantage on the reaction.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do? Would you like to move? This is not the music.
Done.
Okay. Alara, that ends your turn. It's going to start their turn. He is going to move up and pass to.
The blind guy.
He's gonna. These other guys are gonna he's gonna attempt to pass to that guy.
What else do you want?
Which he succeeds. He throws the ball to him,
Do you want to watch Blue?
and then he goes back to his goal. Thug 3 is going to use his turn to. He gets to make the save again at the end of his turn, right? So he's going to try to save against blindness.
14.
16 plus something. It's 18, so he
You
succeeds.
want to watch Dino Rangers?
But he's still in his current location. That ends his turn. Delara, you are up.
All right, I don't know if there's anything I can do at this point.
You can move out of the goal. You probably want to always end your turn there so that you can try to intercept any shot. But you can move up. You can also make an attack against him. If you
I can
hit,
make
he could drop the ball.
Oh, okay.
So if you hit them with an attack, they have to succeed a concentration
Okay.
check to hold the ball.
I finally got a good reason to use my bow and arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I would like to attack with my longbow
Okay, go ahead and make a ranged attack roll.
Yeah, it's
on number 2.
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal.
No, you guys can do damage.
Oh, okay.
It says you can't set out to kill them. It's not a death match, but people will get hurt. People
Okay.
will die. Make an
Smoking
attack
them with a...
No, John.
Make an attack roll. That is 17.
roll. 17. He's gonna have to make a. He's gonna take the damage.
Yeah. It's a poison.
And he's gonna have to make a
Good
con
berry.
save of at least a 17, which does not look positive. That's an 11. He drops the ball.
Good. Good job.
He drops right there. Anything else you'd like to do?
Go for sneak attack. No, I'm just kidding.
You're a goalie.
I know.
That's the goal.
And that's all I can. That's all I realistically can do on this
That's
turn.
all you
right?
can do.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, back to the...
Also, she took her cape off and just threw it to the side.
Doug 4 is going to kind of move around, attempt to save from the blind. He does not succeed. Ends his turn. Doug 2 is going to use a bonus action to pick up the ball. I think I have one here just as a fact. Yeah, this is the ball.
Orange one.
He is going to move.
Can you move the camera a little bit? See if I can see Cam on it. I'm not sure if I can. Okay.
Well, you can say hi, you just can't touch him.
Okay.
Hey, don't lean over.
He's the kid.
Don't go in there.
Thanks.
He's going to attempt to move. 2,
Straight to
3,
jail.
4. There. And he's going to attempt a shot.
All right.
Oh, no, wait. Shot.
Not throwing away my shot.
Shot.
Strength plus
Is
2.
that from,
So that's a
Proverbs?
17,
Yes.
which would get there. You can use your reaction to try to save if you want.
I will.
Okay, go ahead and try to intercept. You need to make a dexterity saving throw to beat 17.
That's a 23.
You successfully... He goes to shoot. Throws it as hard as he can. You intercept it. No goal is scored. And that will be... See, he's probably got 5 feet. 25. Nope, that's all his movement. That ends his turn. That is one of the 5 rounds. We go to the top of round 2. Fu, you're up. You can attempt to steal the ball as well, which is if you go up to him and you have to make a contested check, you can take the... Well,
I have the ball.
You have the ball.
I'll just give it.
So you can...
Can
You have to wait till your turn to do that.
But we just can't go over our way and purposely attack
Oh, yeah.
people.
So you can... I mean, you can cast abilities. You can try to knock... You can try to grapple somebody.
Can
You
they
can try to knock him prone. You
Can
could
they-
shove and try to knock him prone, or trip is an action. Try to knock someone prone.
Can someone hold an action?
You can hold an action, you can't hold a movement. But
Okay.
you can move, hold an action, which could be a shot, and wait for a pass.
How long does your blind?
Am I out of range to try and make
Until they
a?
roll
Oh,
out
this
of
isn't
it.
even my turn.
Yeah.
Nope.
At the end of the
So
turn.
you can move and then try to pass, and that's where you get to the
Oh,
pass
triple
action.
blind,
Or the-
Yeah.
So,
I forgot it wasn't my turn. Sorry.
You should
pass is a maximum distance of 30 feet, though. So, what do you want to do, Fu?
All right, I'm going to cast Minor Illusion.
Okay.
I'm going to put it... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to make a ball.
Okay.
Oh.
Make a deception check, and let's see if they fall for that.
I'm going to use my inspiration, please.
Yeah.
That's a 9. And,
Plus deception, which is pretty good for you.
I hope so.
I'm eating grapes.
Hey, that's a +1 for me.
So 10.
No. Plus 6, so 15.
Let's see.
I was saying the grape was +1, sir. Does anybody else want one?
Yes.
You guys can have the rest.
One
of it.
is not fooled.
Okay.
Okay.
The blind one's not fooled.
Shut up.
Number one's not fooled. What was the DC? Or what was your check? 16?
15.
15? 2 is not.
Plus 1.
3 thinks that's the real ball. 4 is blind, he automatically does. So,
Stop.
alright. What else? Okay, anything else you'd like to do? Would you like to move?
I'm gonna try to get the ball. Ah, but my
You
cheek.
can't
He
go
can't
in the
go.
goal
Can't go in the
zone.
goal.
You can't go into the goalie's area.
The ball's frozen until my turn.
Well, you guys can set yourself up, and then you can pass, and you can hold your action to try to shoot. So, like, you can move to, like, here, and then be like, I want to hold my action to shoot,
Okay.
and hopefully Delara can pass it to you, and then you can shoot it.
She's very
Does that make
short.
sense?
I'm not short.
I mean, I'm looking at you.
I'm looking at
pretty
your.
short.
I'm looking at your character.
Y'all are gonna make me spend $20
Or
for a
8.
hero.
You can
forge.
also use your action to try to take out other players. Like, there's a grapple action you can take to try to make it to where somebody can't move. You guys can use it.
Mine's a female.
I don't know if anyone's listening. You guys can use a trip action to try to knock somebody prone, which takes away half their movement. You can
Okay.
shove, which pushes them 10 feet. Like, there's a few actions you can take that we do not normally take in combat because you guys are usually attacking. So,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
definitely
What happens
different.
if the opponent ends up in the goalie area?
So nobody can enter the goalie area except for the goalie.
What if they do? Okay.
You
Are you saying, like, what if you throw 'em in there?
see on the corners some individuals that are kind of sitting there with like a heavy crossbow, and there's like below them you see a sign that says goaltender. Get the
Wait.
sense if you go into the wrong section, they're just going to shoot you. That's completely for play.
So
no
if
one's
I-
actually going to shoot
okay.
you. It's just like, canonically, how am I going to answer that question?
Foo walks into the...
I want to
In the
push
cheap
number
wooden
2 to
arena,
the
there's a
ground.
really powerful
So you've
sorcerer.
already used your action, but good thinking.
Okay.
Anything else? You have a movement you can move?
I moved 5 feet closer, and that's it.
Okay. John, it's your go.
So if I want to hold an action to be ready to throw a goal, I can't use that action to, say, trip 4.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go pass 4,
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The ball's right there, John.
Right. And what's the throwing distance?
So a pass can be the maximum of 30 feet.
30 feet.
Delara's got quite a bit of
Strength.
has quite a bit of range as a feline, so she could probably run the whole field. in
But
just
she
a
could
minute.
also move up too before she throws.
Yeah, she can move up
Okay, I would like
Is
to
it
hold my
fox?
action.
to shoot.
I
shoot.
think so. That's why I flavored.
Okay, Alara is Alara,
I
you
don't
go.
know.
I'm moving.
Look it up.
I would like to move up here 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20,
Okay,
and trip number 4.
okay. Make a contested. This is going to be an athletics check
Oh.
against their. They're going to have disadvantage because they're blind.
They're blind, and the ground's shaking.
They
Oh,
are.
if you can't trip a blind person.
I don't have. I have +0 to athletics.
What'd you roll?
A 17.
Yeah.
Got a 10. He is tripped. He is prone.
Clothesline.
We love picking on children.
Novices.
You guys are being. They're just children. Here's
Look at
somebody
the
else.
children.
She's a king.
Y'all were chanting cage earlier.
She's a part of the dog family.
Huh.
Anything else you'd like to
Sticking
do?
with Tabaxi.
Yeah, she
What
climbed
now?
there earlier.
Oh yeah, she can get in and out now.
She's very proud of
Okay.
herself.
This person's prone. Marcus.
Oh, I
Blind
love it.
and prone.
And there's a, ah!
Help.
Ah!
Call it.
Miss
and I
Velma
can't get
again.
up.
And then I'm gonna move back.
Yep.
Yes, you
How
were.
much was that? 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I can only go back.
You can go back. So you went 5, 10, 15,
Watch
20. You
out,
have 10 feet of movement left. 2 squares. Yep.
Wait, I can go diagonal, right?
Yep.
I got a little sticky
Right.
pen.
Good job. Thug 1 is going to go. He is in the goal, and say he's not super smart. So I think he is going to kind of move. No, he's gonna stay there. He's going. 3 is going to move up this way.
Oh.
He's gonna kind of position himself. Wait, was he full by
He-
that? No,
yeah,
he was
he thought-
absolutely
he
full
thought
by
it was
that.
the
He's gonna
ball.
move over here.
He's looking at John like, what's this idiot?
He tries to bend down and pick that thing up, and he's gonna spend his whole action trying to pick up. He's like,
Yes.
that ends his turn. Delara, it is now your go.
As it should be.
I would like to try and throw the ball to John.
So maximum distance is 30 feet, so you need to move out. You can move out of the goalie box.
Oh, okay. I
And then,
forget I
like,
can
you
do
just
that.
need to either score or get back in there.
So, like,
Count.
So, yeah, count.
my bad.
So, 5,
5.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're within 30 feet, but you also have feline agility, which gives you, I think, another 30, so you can get pretty far.
Ooh. I would like
You're
to
within
just,
distance to pass.
Yeah. I don't want to be stuck.
Yeah,
out
I would
here.
pass and use your feline agility
Yeah.
to go back. So,
Okay.
Make a dexterity check for me, please. DC 10.
That's a saving throw, sorry.
No, so sorry. No, I apologize. It's a dexterity check plus your proficiency.
Okay.
So add +3.
8 plus 3, so 12.
12, which is enough.
Nope,
That's
not
11.
12.
11.
11 comes to you, John. You
It
can
was
then
going
use
end
your
over
your held action to shoot. To go ahead and make a. I'll let you make an intelligence-based attack plus your proficiency. So add your intelligence, add 3.
So 11 plus my intelligence, which is 8 plus 3. So that's 19 plus 3, 22.
Your intelligence is +8.
What?
What are you looking at?
INT. right? That's intelligence.
That's for saving throws.
Oh, yeah, it's just saving throws.
I
Just
was
your
like,
regular
what
check.
the heck?
So
Should be +4.
4. Yes.
So
4.
11 plus 4 plus 3, so 18.
Yes.
18, which ball travels 20 feet, which is more than what you need. He is going to attempt to snare it.
Don't do it.
You can go ahead and use your remaining feline agility
Oh, yeah.
back. It's an 18. He rolled a 7.
Woo!
Another score. 0.2 to the Wanderers.
Yeah.
So I need to go and mark
Number
that
322.
He gets the goal. Everybody goes back to their starting position.
What's our set amount of time? Do we know what our set amount of time
It's
is?
5
5
rounds.
rounds.
We've finished almost. We're about to finish the second round.
Oh, okay.
So it's based off rounds.
Oh.
What are you doing?
He's trying to overpower your dream music.
NFL themed bard.
Oh,
chord.
100%.
I just
No,
needed to
no,
jump.
this is what we're playing. All right. Delara, that ends your turn. Gonna go to 4. He's gonna try to use half his movement to try to stand up.
So is there a mercy rule, like you get so many points and then they just call a game? Or?
The idea behind this was to get you guys used to playing. I don't think we have time to do a 10 round
Right.
thing against actual like stat blocks because these are stats, but they're not great. He is going to attempt to save against the blindness.
She's stuck. She's stuck.
Okay, okay.
Eddie's trying to help her.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay.
He's
I
gonna
wasn't sure
attempt
because
to
she was going,
save.
ah! So I was just making
Wait,
sure.
the blind is a 14. He saves 14. He have his movement stand up. He goes, oh, ah. You hear someone from the crowd yell, "Get the ball! What are you doing? Get the ball!" He's going to
Sorry,
use the
I
other
just
half
wanna
of
make
his
sure she was
movement
okay.
to position himself for a pass. 2 is going to go. He is going to go.
Is this
and-
copywritten?
Probably.
Probably. He's
fine.
going to attempt to grapple
It's hardcore.
John. John, make a either athletics or acrobatics check.
Athletics or acrobatics? That would be acrobatics, yeah. That is a 7. I would flash of genius. Is that?
Yeah,
or is
you
that
do
a
it.
turn?
How many of those do you get in a game?
That's using a reaction, so I would lose my reaction.
You would not have your other reaction. What'd you roll?
7. I mean 5 plus 2, 7.
Yeah, he's got a 6. So you
Okay.
beat it.
I'll say.
So don't waste it. Yeah. So. Okay. That was his action. That's going to end his turn. That's the end of the second round. Wanderers 2, the Novices 0. Fu, it is your go.
Okay. I am going to...
Did not like that.
Katie, I'll try to hold him.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh.
He's mad and he's out.
We're just learning the mechanics of the game. We'll be down shortly.
Stop.
What are you doing?
I want to cast Stinking
Stop.
Cloud.
Oh, you check the game.
Yes. I want to cast Stinking Cloud over here.
Okay. What does that do?
So, I create a 20-foot radius sphere of yellow, nauseating gas centered on a point within range. A cloud spreads around corners and area is heavily obscured. The cloud lingers in the air for the duration, which is up to 1 minute. Each creature that is completely within the cloud at the start of its turn must make a Constitution saving throw against this poison. On a failed save, they spend an action retching and reeling. Creatures don't need to breathe. Creatures that don't need to breathe are immune, and they succeed automatically.
Okay.
Are you
he
wasting
is-
all of your spell slots on this fake game?
Yeah, I've never done Stinking Cloud.
So at the start of his turn, he has to make a Constitution saving throw because he
Yes.
will be in the cloud. Excellent. Anything else you'd like to do?
For the Stinking Cloud, I farted in that area.
You turn around, fart in their general direction. John, it's your go.
Take that!
Yeah. Let it rip, Tater Chip.
So right now, with them having the ball, your guys' best bet is to either try to intercept or take out their players, or put yourself in range to where if they try to make a pass, you can try to intercept it.
I will stay within grappling range so I don't take opportunity attack and try to position myself
to
in
intercept.
front of
Okay.
to intercept.
Alright, Alara, you go.
Between plays, foos. It's like it's
I like to think Fu constantly playing this song.
Let's hope so.
15, 20.
Somehow Fu makes the first.
You want to be in front of him to
loop
intercept the
pedal.
pass?
Yeah.
Okay. So, on the other side.
Somehow Fu makes the first loop pedal.
It's a magic thing.
Alright.
Oh, it's a sending stone, but it's just on repeat.
Thug 1 is going to attempt to... he's got to make a con save. He rolled a 6.
It's a 14 save.
I'm going to say he begins to retch, and with that, I'm going to say the ball
ball
is going
rolls.
to roll in a random direction. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Probably roll a 6. That was a 6. 3, 1, 2. It's going to roll right out here.
Interesting.
Right out by Fu.
Not
Oh,
my
but
turn, though. I
two
think
guys.
it's-
No, I
Hey,
skipped my
bud.
turn.
How's it going?
3 is... he's going to spend his entire turn retching.
He's like, I'm mad at my mom.
He's going to attempt to get out of the sinking cloud, which I'm going to guess if it's a 20-foot radius, did you
Wake
cast
up,
it
Ron.
here?
So that you are not
In
So
the
that it's just in the whole goalie box?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to get out of the goalie
You
box.
don't-
1,
you don't
2,
need
3,
those.
4. He's out of the goalie box. He
Do
can't,
it.
he can't stand it. You're concentrating.
Can't stand that toot, bro.
Then, with that...
Don't look at
3
Martha.
is going to go in. 1, 2, 3. Half of this movement. He's going to use the bonus action to pick up the ball.
Opportunity attack? Fu? Is that a thing?
You can. You can make an opportunity attack. He would potentially drop the ball if you hit,
I could try.
but it's a weapon attack.
I can try.
He's going to move there. You certainly can try.
All right, I will try with my rapier.
Make an attack roll.
It is a 14.
That hits. He's got to be 14 con, which he does not. He drops the ball as he moves this direction. Delara, it is now your go.
I don't know what I can. Can I?
So you don't have feline agility because you haven't moved
Yeah.
the full turn. You have 30 feet of movement, which is not enough to get up there.
So-
you're kind of stuck
Yeah.
on this.
Okay.
You can hold an action, so you can hold a bow shot if any of their people pick up.
I'll do that.
Okay. Hold your action.
I'm ready.
4 is going to move this direction. In this corner. He's going to wait. He's going to hold his action to try to make a shot. 2 is going to go 1, 2, 3. He's going to go 5, 10, 15. He's going to attempt to pass.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
You're welcome to take one.
passes? I would like to.
Yep.
15.
15 does hit. He's got to make a save. That was his attack roll, that was his pass, which was really good. He passes the save, so he takes damage, but he holds on to the ball.
Okay.
He is going to pass, which he was able to successfully do. And he is going to... That one was holding his action. Oh, you were holding an
You were
action,
holding
too.
an action for
I
a
was
low
holding
shot.
You make a shot. Make a shot against number 2. He picked up the ball before he passes it.
That's what he wanted the whole time. He wants down.
I want to crawl.
He does. He doesn't want to be.
9
9 does not hit.
goes wide, hits a spectator.
Guy in the crowd. Oh! Well, it's like a hockey game where you get hit by the puck and you're like, yeah! He's then going to attempt to make a shot.
It's a game arrow.
Oh, that's not great.
No. What's your dex saving throw?
Strength based. No, that's bad. That's only a 7, which only goes 10 feet.
Oh.
5, 10. Yeah, the ball falls short. He trips. Ball falls in front of Delara.
Now, I can't do anything because it's not my turn to pick up the ball, and no one can come into the circle for the ball.
You guys can kind of situate yourself and get ready for the pass, shoot, right?
Okay.
Okay, that ends the second. That ends the third round. We're going into round 4. Fu, you're up.
Okay, I'm just gonna position myself ready to shoot right here.
Okay, John, what would you like to do?
I'll be ready to 20 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be ready to pass.
Okay, so you're setting up the pass. Chain, Alara, what would you like to do? Number 1 and 3 are going to have actions before Delara does. You know that.
Hallelujah.
So you might want to try to maybe take one of them out, or take both of them out, or you can grapple one, or you can attempt to shove and trip.
Lars just went fullback. I don't know what that means.
I mean, that seems kind of in character for Alara.
It doesn't kill them, right?
I'm not really tracking hit points. It's more for the con saves.
Okay.
So I want to cast Toll the Dead.
So that would be to make somebody drop it.
Yeah.
So that's the only real function it would have, is to make somebody drop it.
Weren't you just talking about her wasting
But
spell
you
slots
can
in
use
a
your
trip?
action. So if you want, because 3 is going to have a turn and so is 1. If you want to use your action to try to grapple one so they can't move, you can do that.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. So make an athletics check.
That's why I don't do anything with that, because I have 0 athletics.
It's a contested athletics check. I can roll poorly, which I did.
A 2.
For a total of?
2.
Oh, why? 5. So, but you're now on the way.
Don't need to brag, DM. Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Go. Sorry if I spit on you.
1 and 3 are going to go. He's going to move around.
You don't say that in the force.
5.
Oh.
He's going to use his entire movement to try to step in front of John to
Wait,
block the
seriously?
pass.
His family did not.
So that's going to be... Basically, he's going to try to intercept this pass chain. Delara, it's your go.
How tall is number 3?
Human. Your size.
I'm taller. No, I'm taller.
5'6".
I'm 6'3".
Okay.
6'3"?
I'm
What does
high.
he have? Is that a biscuit?
That might be a biscuit.
It's a biscuit. It's a biscuit. You cannot eat the biscuit.
Is he eating the biscuit?
He's thinking about it.
Did he roll for stealth?
Apparently. He wanted the biscuit.
Aw, poor guy.
Noah.
Sorry.
Did he eat any of it?
He was tearing it apart and he was going for it. He was tearing it. He was.
Well, he knew to
He
tear it
had his
apart.
binky in his mouth.
He knew to tear it apart, right?
I mean, yeah. He tears a lot of things apart. I'm
He's
kind
not
of
a
impressed.
savage.
I'm assuming I can throw the biscuit
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
ground and throw it apart.
I didn't even know there was a biscuit in there. If I'm being
Ember
real.
has a
Delara,
tendency
it's your
just
go.
to-
It is my go.
You can attempt to pass to either one of these two. It will be contested,
Is
and
he
then
okay?
they can then attempt to pass. I think you guys, you did not hold your action. You were holding an action.
I was holding an action to
attempt to pass.
receive to pass.
So
Is he okay?
yeah, John is ready for a pass.
I'm gonna pass to John.
Okay. You go ahead and make the pass, which is a dex roll plus your. So it's a d20 plus dex plus proficiency.
I can't just like punch this guy in the noggin, can I?
The what?
Noggin.
18?
Head.
18. Okay. Which is more than what you need to get there. So now, John, you and him are going to roll to see who actually catches the pass. So go ahead and roll. In this case, make a. I'll let you make athletics or acrobatics, whichever one is.
Acrobatics. 10, 12.
12. If you rolled a 12, roll again.
Oh, it's a slap fight.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Don't do that to me.
Oh.
10.
17.
Oh.
The pass attempts one, kind of shoves you out of the way and intercepts it.
I lost to some scrawny noggins.
You hear Delara, really, John?
Can I add Bardic Inspiration?
You can.
Would you please roll a 1d8?
What was your total roll?
It was a 10.
10. So if
Oh,
you
I
roll
have-
a
yeah,
you
seven.
7 or high,
Seven
7 or
or
8 and 8.
You sure you want to spin that?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't get to do it all.
This is fun.
It's your bonus action.
Yeah.
7?
Roll again! You guys are like fighting for it. Oh, you rolled really good?
You have inspiration.
You had a 19? John catches the ball. You held your action to pass. Go ahead and make a roll. In this case,
I like to think the ball's just up in the
so
air.
it's
they're
dexterity.
fumbling it.
It's d20
John
plus
just
dex plus
punches.
proficiency.
Is he okay? I feel like Ember's trying to tell
He's
him
playing
something, but I'm not sure what it is.
Nat 20?
Nat 20.
Again?
Where were all the nat 20s when we almost died, John?
Boo, were you
This
holding
is
your...
important,
No, you were
okay?
not holding your action.
I was.
You
We
were
played
holding your action.
football.
Going to shoot. Yes.
Okay, so you're ready to shoot? Go ahead.
What is
it's
on you?
It's an open goal.
Concentrate.
Oh.
This is just a strength check. Plus,
Sure.
it's strength plus, it's D20 plus strength plus proficiency. You need to beat, it's an open goal because that one dude left. So you just need to beat a 11 or higher, I think.
Okay. Please. I'm gonna
Plus,
say
plus proficiency, plus strength.
Where would I find proficiency?
Plus 3.
Oh, then yeah, I got it.
Yeah, alright.
12. Whoop, whoop,
Scored.
2-0.
And I
3
get
to
Three to
nine.
nothing.
I get my,
That's mine.
Feline, yep,
Yes.
you get your feline back.
Excellent.
Where did I
Sure,
put
wait.
the pencil? Did I leave the pencil with the baby? No.
took the biscuit, left the pencil.
You left a pencil with him?
It's the most stabby thing we own. It's fine.
I love that for him.
You're
Okay.
right there?
Everybody
Fine.
kind of understand the game.
Yes.
At this point, you guys had 2 more. You guys would have. This was the end of the 4th round, so there'd be one more round.
Do the,
I think for the sake of brevity.
novices just get booed out.
Yeah. At this point, the crowd begins to throw things at the novices. One of the dudes like, "Hey man, I couldn't see for like half the game. It's not my fault." The announcer comes out. He says, ladies and gentlemen, an expected outcome nonetheless, but we shall put them out of their misery." One of the dudes starts to argue, like he comes up like they do in the rafters. "No, you can't kick us out of these." Backhands him across the face. "Oh!" As they're slowly escorted off the field.
Who's just
What?
over here? Cage.
You guys, you see him stand there. He's like, "And the winner of the preliminary match are the Wanderers."
Number 322.
Number 322. Crowd erupts and cheers. You see a lot of money changing hands, like bets have been placed. And
Who
he says,
bet against us?
you suddenly see as the crowd kind of falls silent. He says, "Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. We have finally come to the last part of the evening, where our main event shall be held." Yeah! Everyone starts cheering, and he says, "Our preliminary champions from the lower brackets, the Wanderers."
Number
You hear-
322.
Number 322. You hear like 2 guys go, Wander. You see kind of in the in like the front of the stands there is you see Brendan kind of go there. He's like, "I know them. I know." He's had several drinks since you saw him, and he was already pretty intoxicated. And he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, your attention and your patience has now been rewarded. Facing off against the Wanderers, number 322, we have the Killers!" And the crowd erupts into cheers,
They
and
don't
you
have a
see
number.
coming out. You see coming out of the crowd and through the gate that's open. You see a huge individual. Looks to be a Goliath, just covered in muscle, just gigantic human. He's nearly 8 feet tall. Following behind him, you see a dwarf that is.
Can I roll for hotness?
You may certainly roll for hotness. You see a dwarf come through, a lot shorter but equally as muscular. You're like, I think that guy's bigger than the other dude. I'm not really sure. Behind them, an individual walks out wearing what's clearly to be some kind of monk robes. He kind of does like a triple backflip as he comes into this, like, vault, jump up, back, double backflip, lands, kind of displays to the crowd.
Laura
Everyone
draws
cheers.
her sword at the side of a monk.
What? Another individual enters. A female elf individual. Very dexterous, very lithe, wearing robes and carrying with her what clearly seems to be some kind of spellcasting wand. And the man says, "And to the main event, place your bets."
Where's the button?
And
Did we see Valentina in the crowd?
no, but it'd be really cool if you did.
but where is the bookie?
John's
Would you like to place a
I wanna
bet?
make a bet.
Absolutely. What kind of bet do you want to make?
25 gold, we win.
25 gold, you win. You guys have been given pretty bad odds. It's like 6 to 1.
Oh,
So
Delora,
if you
take
win,
that
it's
bet.
like 150.
Can we
I'll
please-
add to that.
Yeah.
Delora's
25
gonna take
gold. Okay, John.
10 gold.
Laura. Delora, how much are you betting?
30.
You did
Okay.
spend some of your
I
spells.
would like to
You did spend some of yourself.
deceive this person. It's not 1 to 6, it's 1 to 10.
He looks at it. He's how much are you trying to bet?
In the sense of-
No, I'm saying like we should make a lot of money. Is what I'm saying, right?
So, if I'm gonna see if he takes it, I need to know how much money you want to put on the line. See if he gives you those odds. Because you can push for odds. You'd be like, hey, I'll give you this much at 10 to 1.
I'll give you 220.
What?
220.
Not
Yeah.
It's
Make
not
make a persuasion check. And I'm gonna say this is pretty high. This is a bookie that is doing a lot of work. That's a lot of money for him to try to wager on a 10 to 1.
Okay, I would like
It's
to
like-
give myself.
Is this a spell slot?
No,
Okay.
I would like to.
This is
give
like
my-
2,000 gold if you
Yeah.
guys win.
Oh my goodness.
I'd like to give myself inspiration.
That's like a trip to the candy store.
So that would be
By candy, I mean magic items.
19 plus 6 would be 25.
I'm gonna have to give you 10 to 1.
The odds are really low that we win.
I hope you guys win because this is gonna be a
Kevin,
whole
can you
thing.
see our son in there? I can't see him on the camera.
So do I take the 30 out now or later?
You guys, I have marked here. He's playing
Okay.
with a plate.
They
I
probably
had
had a
it
biscuit
marked
on it.
down for what it is. You guys are welcome to go ahead and mark that gold off, and then if you win, it's gonna be 6 to 1, 6 to 1, 6 to 1,
look
and
at
then 10 to 1 because I am a DM who doesn't think about his consequences before letting you place wagers.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm
It's
just playing.
fine.
I'm playing
You know,
the game.
just giving out
So
2,000
remove
gold
that
to the
gold?
party. Yeah, remove that gold. If you win, you'll get back at the.
How much will we get back?
So
I'll get back.
you get back 150. You would get back 60. You would get back 180. You would get 2,200 gold.
You wouldn't share with any of us?
I think I would. I just.
You guys haven't established party funds yet,
Yeah.
which is like you guys pool gold for. Bigger
Also, I have a
purposes.
weird question. Well, I'll ask when we're done with this.
As the crowd begins to roar, you all take your positions. So does this other group, and you all
yeah,
hear
it's 8 o'clock.
the
Bye.
match
Oh,
keeper
yes.
say,
8:15, she said.
and begin! And we'll pick it up next time.
Woo!
Now that we understand the rules of the game, keep the handouts. If
Okay.
you do not mind, we will come back the next time we play. And the next time we're together,
Not Thursday. Well,
Thursday.
Thursday, but not for that.
Ash is going to be the ending.